So yeah, you guys are on Navos. I believe, you were going to go around and have dinner at...
That's right.
And Logame was going to help, that was the compromise.
Yeah, she was going to help.
Yes, cooking you all a dinner.
Well, most of the rest of our day, I think, was cleaning up the beach and the barricades and getting the remainder of those mines off the beach.
Oh, it's frosty.
I changed its material type to Ghost. Champions reference.
I don't get it.
Yeah, well, you don't play Champions.
No. Yeah, so you guys all have a... Let's see how good. Good on her side of things, anyway.
9.
Oh.
That's actually the lowest I've ever rolled.
Well, she was obviously getting in your way.
Clearly.
You're used to working on your own.
I'm also used to I'm also used to better grade materials.
Yeah, so you all have a nice meal. And what has anybody got anything they want to do that evening before?
Or anyone they want to do? Perhaps someone they recently rescued.
Her mum. Others. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, we need more diversity in the group, so she's black now.
There are no black.
She was already blue.
And he's Hispanic.
She's too rich to be black.
I was already green.
And you already have a Hispanic. Sort of.
Oh yeah, she's white now.
Oh. No, you can't change them to white.
No, we actually don't have a single white person.
No, that's true.
Oh, and you two are women. Because unless there's only one male, there's not enough women.
So yes, the reporter would have been invited around as well.
I would have thought she'd be really busy being contacted by another reporter.
She would have done all that before the night sort of came along. But yeah, has anybody got anything they wish to do before the evening basically draws to a close?
Yeah, I have. I got something. I want to have a conversation over dinner.
Okay.
So, did we manage to get all those half bodies that Crane left lying around cleaned up?
You cleaned up after yourself, right, Crane? I was on barricades. That was not my job. I cleaned up the last lot of half bodies. Oh.
Just a shot of seagulls just ravaging these corpses up. No. I mean, what bodies? They're all in the hospital.
I was waiting for him to say, yeah, I got the casts on them, they're fine now.
They're all in the hospital with like their legs and arms and casts and bandages around their head.
Including those two that were inside the
guy who was in the
van.
The guy who was in the
van.
helicopter I crashed got away with a band-aid, I believe.
On the back of his head where it hit that side of that pole.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what?
And there's like
Listen to the notes, dude!
Yeah.
It got spectacular.
The two guys in the VTOL had a shit time.
Just also don't do a singularity inside the cab of a truck.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
No, do that. It's really effective.
Yeah.
They turned into a red mist when he detonated it.
Oh, because they were drinking watermelon juice.
Yeah.
So they're straight out of the juice.
Yeah, that's right.
Except for those were the two guys that actually died.
There's a little bit, if this was any other mission, they wouldn't have been climbing out the back looking a little pissy. They would be dead.
Oh, there were those ninjas that I uppercutted.
Yeah, they're fine. We let them go after this whole thing.
They were contracted anyway. They
Yeah.
weren't actually bad.
I just let them go and let them keep that little note that says you owe me one.
And incidentally, police banquet was the reason no authorities got involved.
I directed the ambulance crew from the beach up because so they couldn't do anything while the mines were up. So I imagine they cleaned it.
Oh, okay,
Eyes
good.
flicking down under the table and back up.
I think I got most of the ones inside, but a few of them flew away when I punched them.
Well, I'm sure they'll be fine.
What?
Yeah, I felt so completely relaxed.
She's probably still under her armour, knowing to.
No.
Have they finished gathering up the pieces of the VTOL, or...?
I don't actually know.
What happened to
wouldn't
that? I didn't see.
Oh, it crashed into that construction yard.
Former construction yard.
And destroyed it. It's no more of a destruction yard now.
Recording.
Were there actually piranhas?
Yes.
Yes.
Some of which may have a taste for ninja.
And pilot.
Well, hopefully this is the last trouble you will ever have from predatory companies again.
It'll certainly be the last trouble I should have from him. He's going away for a long time. But if there's any other future problems, I'll know who to call. Maybe next time I won't be so reluctant to use my connections.
Everybody just...
I suggested it straight away. It's what we do best. Solve problems.
And with the
Didn't
minimal
realise it was
amount of
that big of a
explosives thrown
problem.
at our own guys.
I thought he would just eventually give up and go elsewhere, but
No, after seeing what he had done around here beforehand, it sort of... I don't think he was ever going to stop.
There's only one way to deal with scumbags like that.
Trick them into falling into elaborate traps, capturing the footage.
For social media.
so you mean you've got a mostly intact resort you can spend time at, but
I'm going to spend my time restoring it and repairing it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they've got some. There was those guys that were going to send. They were going to come around and start doing that as well. So
We call him, was he the chief inspector? Was the man in charge of handling this case from the police end? Can't remember what
it'd be
his
a
title
her,
was.
but yeah.
A her, yeah.
Identify.
Yes. Are
After-
you wanting to talk to her or something?
Yeah, after
Okay.
dinner I'd give her a call.
Okay.
Is there anything else before dinner is wrapped up?
If there's anything else you want, yeah. No. I'm guessing
Just
no.
general conversation and like to chat.
So give her a call, yeah. Yes, how can I help?
Hey, this is Lolw of the Sidewinders.
Yes, of course.
I had an inquiry about the Mr. Vrax we retained in custody. Do you happen to have his address?
Oh, just one moment. Yes, he has a small but lavish apartment not too far away from the place he worked.
Am I right in believing I have clearance to do a sweep of the apartment?
We'll probably want to go over it first, but then we'll let
But
you
you're
know.
going to damage all the evidence.
So yeah, once my people have gone over it, then depending on how things turn out, I will probably give you, under the circumstances, access to investigate it yourself.
I just realised I called the Krogan Vrax. That's the other Krogan.
Yeah.
I know. Where's the
They're all Vrax.
Darroch.
Darroch. Please keep me informed, especially if you come across any links to another Krogan named Frax.
Of course.
It's
I
the
mean,
80s, so
we
it's
believe-
probably on his computer.
We've probably all, I believe we've already come across some communications with him.
Ooh, once you've cleared it all, if you could forward that to me.
Absolutely.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Stay vigilant.
Constant vigilance.
So yeah, has anybody got anything they're going to do for the day?
For the day, or do we just go through what are we going to do for the days afterwards?
The next couple of days, sometime in the evening and the following day will be when the
Okay.
CEO arrives.
So just relax, go back to the hotel and have a drink, and then go back to bed after the thing. And in the morning, I'm going to have to return that van because we're messing with those guys' business.
The van and the car.
No, we'll keep the car for a while yet. We don't have
Yeah.
transport.
We're still here for a
the
couple of
van
days.
for the unclean company.
Yeah,
Oh, that
I
van.
totally
That van,
forgot.
yeah.
yeah.
We should also probably resign.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll
So,
fire us. If we don't
Well, you're
stop.
still in your 90 days.
Just hack into their computer and remove yourselves like you were never there at all.
Yeah.
You didn't hire us at all. See? Look.
We can have fun with them. I was like, we turned up. It was a firefight. Don't need this working.
Well, you'll find no Zalo in your computer at all.
We were never there.
Okay, so you're going to take the.
Also transferring first week's pay.
Yeah, so you guys will resign as well, I take it?
Yeah, it'd be the classy thing to do.
We just played off like there was a mad firefight when we first showed up. I think this isn't the job for us.
Don't mind cleaning up rubbish, but blood stains on the carpet, no.
One thing,
And the other
although
stands.
one of them did give us our card for guys. Sign his card.
Oh, God.
Fair enough. Are we doing anything with the gold or the bearer bonds yet, or are you holding off on that?
I'm holding on to those. The people I need to use it with aren't even here yet.
I'll be relaxing.
Yeah.
I mean, if that never comes up, then I'll just donate them to the Widows and Orphans Fund.
The Dixon Horseshoe.
So are you relaxing as in relaxing how you're being told to relax, or are you relaxing as in you're going to do some extreme sports?
No extreme
Find
sports. I'm
another mission
relaxing.
or something.
No, you're actually
She's
relaxing.
going to float on an inflatable giraffe in the pool.
You can't call her a giraffe.
Or inflatable?
No, that's fine.
But that's fine!
And he's gone.
Jesus Christ.
Hurry up and relax. Come on, relax, come on!
Do it!
Do it, Faggot.
Okay, so you're actually relaxing. You will be getting commended by Lilia for actually seeming to not be all.
Time for another one of those massages.
No, I mean you'll eventually get another one of those massages on the last day.
Cool, we can just pour her into her armour and leave.
Wouldn't be the first time you poured liquid into Tiao's.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't, actually. We have done that.
I'm afraid to ask.
Rich creamery butter. No. I think it was Metagel.
Metagel with a-
Metagel liquid?
Yeah,
What's a
it's
gel?
a gel.
I suppose, yeah.
Semi-liquid?
What's Crane doing?
Appears and shit.
Crane is doing... I get it. think you're clever, but that was pretty good.
And we mostly disassembled the barrier ourselves in the middle of the gunfight, so
Yeah.
it'd be pretty easy to take apart.
Damn those enemy and their stray grenades!
So many grenades.
There'll be like some vehicle bits that are like mostly intact. Let's steal those.
Those were
I mean,
out.
those
They,
Jeep things will
yeah.
be
Yeah,
those are out.
for the
Actually,
most part. Except the one
yeah.
that went over the edge of the cliff.
and that one that I hit with the minigun.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
you cut
what we
like
do
two
is-
in half with that, didn't you?
Yeah, what we do is we take the bits from, because conveniently the bits that are broken in one Jeep won't be broken in the other, and we make one whole
Yeah.
Jeep, and now we have a Jeep
I'm going to get
to
on
sell in
building
the
a Jeep.
Citadel.
No.
No, you don't just want a Jeep.
No, because we're getting little bikes. We might be able to trade it in to get little bikes.
Well, at least a couple of them went down because they lost like a front guard hover
Front
thing.
hover.
You
Yeah.
could
So-
probably, using the parts, create, with enough time, create, like, basically make one out of the wrecked ones.
That's what I'll get on over the last
Yeah.
couple of days. It'll soothe the pain of letting the van go. Well, both vans, I guess.
Can't keep
I
the
forgot we
company.
had both vans. We could have made 2 tanks.
Yeah, but who's going to drive it, kid? You?
I can drive both. It's fine.
Remote control the other one.
No, just like reach through the window.
Slave it to the other
Well, no, well, the
Yeah.
boring company's like operating like construction machinery with Xbox controllers now. So
They are too.
This is a thing.
Why wouldn't you use a good controller?
Yeah, like a PlayStation 4 controller.
because Elon Musk is a madman.
Then you
Oh,
can control
that
your
makes
crane with a
sense.
shitty touch screen bit. It'd be awesome.
Well, right now we have a human interface for our crane.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
What are
Yeah,
you
so-
thrown up?
Too many construction puns.
So is anybody doing anything on night 2? After all the...
Oh, I guess I'll work
Formalities.
on. I'll
Okay.
spend my time optimally working on that security VI and the whatever my current project is, the 8, I believe.
I forgot James's CV.
Nice.
The armor?
Yes, and I'll be sleeping on the ship, so as not to consume a room on the resort.
Well, to be fair, the resort's kind of closed except to you guys until the repairs are done. So there's plenty of rooms. The reporter's
Still,
given a replacement room.
still.
Okay.
Due to my kinship with the guy who runs the pool bar, I will stay at the hotel. But I work on the Jeep in the ship, in one of the cargo bays, because they'll need room for repairs and stuff down there.
I'll give him a hand whenever I can.
And I'm guessing the ship's parked on the beach still.
The ship, unless given orders to the contrary, I believe probably would have returned to the Asari compound.
Indeed.
Yeah. Rosa, you doing anything that evening?
Honestly, because we're at a resort, probably want to go. We're not helping with the car for that time. Probably sightseeing, and there were pamphlets for the hang gliders. So
Yeah, hang gliders are still active.
And we never saw her again.
Oh well. Next.
Oh, that sick ninja flying thing. I want to practice that.
Oh, the wingsuits.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did we get some? Because if I can get that back to my scanner, I can build them.
you would have got back the one that was. It would have been damaged by the piranhas biting it.
How long would it take me to fix that on the first day? Would you say?
Roll your
With a
Repair.
fabricator.
No, your
Tailory.
tailoring.
Oh, then I only get a 6.
Okay. So it'd take you a while, but you'd do it.
There you go. I mean, don't break that. We'll need it back.
So you want to try it out on the next day, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, I mean, because this is we would have done a bunch of like repairs and stuff, and we'd just be
Yeah.
relaxing. So
In an attempt to beef up the value of our sick Jeep, I'm going to try and tune it effectively.
Okay.
Ooh.
Make a repair roll.
It's like 19, crit fail.
Okay, so the top front go, and there's a big black mushroom cloud.
So now you have to transplant a new engine into
Yeah.
it.
And now I need a new engine.
And the only one that might have an intact
Hey,
engine
wait! Beep, beep, beep.
is the one that went over the edge of the cliff.
I'll go to the edge of the cliff.
No, it can't have
Here of
No, all he
It
needs,
was Aang's movie. It
all
would
he
blow
needs
it
is
up.
the bits of an engine that aren't broken.
Yeah. It's movie logic.
Would it even be called an engine?
Half a
It
turbo.
would still be an engine. It wouldn't be like an internal combustion engine or anything like that. But
The power plant or engine, yeah.
We have some pretty high strength cable, right?
Oh, yeah.
We have a spaceship.
Oh, we do. Salvage op?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
Wait. Before we have all of that, we have a crane. Crane can...
Oh God! I'm going home. I'm going home.
stay right there.
Literally, the mass and the lifting is not a problem for him whatsoever.
More than half of us have strikes now. How heavy is it?
How heavy is
Yeah.
it? Probably about a ton.
It's really heavy.
I'm not sure if you could quite pull that up.
We'll just use the ship.
Yeah.
So that. Hey Trish, you reckon you can give me a hand salvaging a Jeep from like, what are we, like 10,000 feet up? I don't know.
I probably
Bet.
could. Have you approved this with Logain yet?
I'm sure he'll approve, but I'll send it his way first. Writes together the shoddiest mission document ever.
One will
Jeep
probably be that
from
thing
bottom
he
of the
was just talking about. Because I'm on the ship. Tick.
Yes!
That or something. They go. Oh, okay. The cost of moving the ship and fuel, etc., versus the price of parts for the car.
No, we're going to do it the hard way. Teacher's ingenuity. Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I imagine the plan is our awesome strong cable hanging from the bottom of the ship down to the bottom of the cliff. We can use said cable to reach the bottom, hopefully without death. Tie it on and lift it up to the top. Then I can haul it from there.
Okay.
Oh, you just pull it up into the ship because that's where I'm working on.
Probably don't have the cargo space for 2 cars.
I can get rid of the broken parts now.
Of course we do.
Yeah, we would.
No, you'd have enough for two of those Jeeps.
If we were
Is
going
there-
to have enough for a mule, we were going to have enough for 2 Jeeps.
Mm.
Just put them sideways.
I mean, the idea is that you're going to have enough room for 5 bikes plus.
Well, they
Still
collapse and we can store them in Tiala.
She's not flat stack.
Okay, so you're doing that. Just make a piloting. Who's piloting this to actually do the salvage?
Not me,
Logan
I'll
is.
die.
2. Plus piloting.
So
Oh.
22?
No, my piloting is decent, fortunately, but this is just yet again, if I'm flying, I suck.
Well, here's the thing.
I was going to say,
It's
should we
probably-
let...
So that
Chris
ends
do
up
the
as being
hard work?
13.
So it probably just means that it'll hit the edge of the cliffs on the way up and get a bit damaged, but you don't need it for the shell anyway. So
Yeah.
whoop-de-doo.
What's the stat? Are we allowed to keep the guns that were on the backs?
Only probably one of them would have an intact gun.
I will try to salvage that one.
Yoink.
Well,
Because one the gun got just straight up damaged and it exploded.
yeah. There's a whole bunch
The
of
one
them
that went
probably
over the edge
wrecked.
of the cliff would have
Probably would have been wrecked
would have
too.
been wrecked, and then one of them was shot up by a minigun.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll actually put it on the Jeep because we might be able to get more selling it at like modded on the civilian market.
Mounting it on the front of his bike.
Or putting it in a little drop-down hatch over the cargo access ramp
Yeah, you
on
can
the
actually mount
Sentinel,
it
so
in the
that
ship.
when the cargo ramp's down, there's a defense turret. We can turretize it. You can make
Yeah.
a turret out of it and
Then
do
you
that.
just tie it directly
Add it to the
into
defenses
trash.
of our ship.
Hell's yeah.
And then now our VI that's not an AI at all in any way will have an offensive weapon to use.
You can,
Apart-
you can work on
Apart
that on the
from
way home.
the
maybe.
other ones.
Just the gas?
Okay. Oh well, yeah. There's
Those are
that too.
defensive weapons.
We have rail weapons on the ship too, don't we?
Yes.
Mm.
But those can only fire
Yeah.
in one direction.
I think he's
Yeah.
thinking more of when somebody boards the ship, like not against other vehicles or ships, against individuals.
True, and also if we ever want to shoot at something from the ship, but we don't want to remove it from existence.
You might want to also increase the accuracy on it,
Yeah, I'll do some tuning on that.
Don't roll on
Don't
the
roll.
board.
because it's an 80s bad guy gun, so...
Just got like weird holes down the side of the barrel.
I don't know. They were having some very
It's like those
accurate
fireworks
fire
we had
on
one
boats.
time.
Yes, they did.
Anyway,
Cool. So you'll probably do that on the way back. I'm guessing you'll just work on the Jeep.
Yeah.
Is anybody else doing anything that evening before?
am I required for anything?
Not really.
Then I'll just do what I always do.
Yeah.
Play to take over the world.
Beat your meat.
Work on the armor, work on the VI. Cook another meal. I misreported that. That's unfortunate.
Okay. Following day, I'm guessing most of you will do the usual. You'll be relaxing.
I'll be very relaxed now.
The rest of you are doing like cleanup.
Probably
Where
sleeping
possible.
more than relaxing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're literally just gonna sleep in and.
I'll be out sleeping. I wouldn't have slept last night.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
So
You'll be out sleeping.
So sleeping now.
I mean, the place. Okay, by midday the next day, the place will pretty much be tidied up. I mean, they would have still been missing that one room that just got wasted by the flyby, but
Did I, at any point, remember to send all of the camera footage and evidence documents off to Miss Yanis?
I believe you did at the very end of
Right,
the.
good. That's
Because I think that's when you also mentioned the other reporter that was involved. We mentioned that earlier, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so a Turian gentleman in a nice suit eventually approaches in the early afternoon.
approaches.
Well, it depends where you are, but he'll come
ship.
up he'll come into the entrance of the of the actual resort, and he'll inquire about the sidewinders essentially.
I'm in the ship.
Yeah,
in
it'd
the
be
Asari
me
base.
Okay.
So I'll go up to him. Yes.
Yes, I'm head CEO of. Well, what's the actual like?
Chief Executive
Chief
Officer.
Executive
Yeah, no, that's what a CEO is. But I mean, of the entire company.
The Emperor.
Yeah.
The CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also you have branches have their own CEO. He is the.
No,
I don't-
that's
GM.
Yeah,
No, general
General
manager is
manager?
that's localized.
Yeah.
CEO would be still the
Yeah.
head.
unless the title's like owner, I think CEO is the size you get.
Mm.
Yeah,
And like depending on also
there's different
how much
CEOs,
control the
Yeah,
board
exactly.
has.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
but it's CEO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he would just say like I'm the CEO of and then the company name.
Oh, yeah, okay. Biodyne. I've come to see Mr. Centurious.
I'll give him a call.
You get a call.
The CEO is here to see you.
Okay.
I'll have him wait at the bar.
The bar. Excellent.
See you then.
Trish, prepare for launch.
You want to arrive in style.
So here's what's going to happen. You're on the ship, right?
Yep.
Cool. So we're going to pass Lolw over. I'm going to just jump out.
Because the bar's by the pool, which is really good.
Rocking horse, standard deployment with a line, and you can just fly it back to the thing and then carry on. But before we get there, I'll override the comms again and play my rock music.
So obviously,
Same one.
if it's I've been sleeping by the pool in a bikini and towel, you know,
Okay.
so because that's
So
how it
you're
looks.
at a resort then.
Exactly, but you know,
Got like the cucumber on your arm.
No.
Okay. You make your grand entrance. He stands there at the poolside.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you.
Now, I believe you wanted to discuss with me the events of what happened here. I read over your report, so
Have you seen the footage?
I have seen the footage.
Then you are aware that your, I presume, soon-to-be former employee mounted an
very
armed
much.
military-style assault on an innocent, helpless resort.
Yes. This man does not represent Biodyne Research Incorporated.
Anymore.
Yes. None of his actions were approved by me or our company.
Now, I have it on really good authority that the owner-operator of this establishment is never going to sell. Meaning his advances in this area are a complete waste of time and resources. And a
Yes.
massive PR nightmare if not handled properly.
Indeed.
Now, Biodyne produces a lot of real important stuff for a lot of people. It would be a shame if its stock were to suddenly tank, and they'd be unable to continue producing those necessary med and pharmaceuticals.
Yes.
So, what I propose is that perhaps it might want to resale the properties in this area back to their original owners, whom, by the way, were also extorted and heavy-handed in a lot of cases.
Yes, they will be paid no less than double what was previously.
Unless they want them back.
If they want them back, they will be compensated.
So was there anything else I need? Because that seems just like everything we want right now.
Yeah.
What was the golden the barabon specifically? Were you?
Well, he hasn't asked about him. I mean, he probably doesn't know. You're also aware of the other illegal activities he had arranged with certain Terminus Systems forces, particularly those working for Mr. Vrax, paying very careful attention for reactions.
It's a good thing we have a mind rapist.
I will not deny that we have
13.
had
14, sorry.
We have had indirect dealings with Vrax, but he is not a member of our company. if
My
that's
Omni
what
tool lights up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pass over that relevant cucumber drug information
Hmm.
without the specifics of how it's done, because I'm planning on destroying that. Retrieved from a ridiculously complicatedly hidden vault in your employee's personal quarters and office. Former employee. Indicate he's also probably therefore been engaged in some nefarious under-table activities.
Interesting. This was not the original intent of the planned facilities for this area of Asari space.
Well, you know, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Got away with that one.
He hasn't heard the expression.
Well, so Biodyne will be compensating the locals for their trouble with Mr. Denarius. Who will compensate Biodyne for his actions, I wonder? Why doesn't he? I mean, I'm assuming you can just charge him a couple of million credits.
Because This isn't the only planet he's done this on.
No, I'm sure there's plenty of criminal charges we can bring him up on. I mean, we can't really sue him because we pay him, but he's guilty of a lot of accounts of fraud and various other business-related infringements.
Trying to think of a really classy way to bring up the bearer bonds right now, and I'm just blanking. Anyone got any ideas?
You could say something like, perhaps you can add extortion and skimming to the list.
Yeah, that.
Extortion and embezzlement.
After all, why else would he need 10 million credits worth of negotiable bearer bonds I found locked in his vault?
I assume you don't
Very
agree with that one.
complicated vault. He doesn't say that. Interesting. I wonder how he came across these.
Probably the same way he came across these gold bars. Thunk, thunk. Super necessary for an executive, wouldn't you think?
Obviously, he's been doing some deals, deliberately avoiding the use of credits in order to try and stop some
I'm
kind of
withholding
trace.
one, by the way, for our trophy room.
Fair enough. I mean, he doesn't know any different.
Once you hollow it out and take the gold out of the inside, no one else will know either.
I mean, it's going to pay for a lot of stuff. No.
Is gold worth anything?
Probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets the
Actually,
gold
it
bars.
is, because it was a recoverable mineral in Mass Effect 2. A valuable mineral.
Yeah, necessary for electronics and stuff.
Yeah.
He gets all the gold bars onto his ship, and then they go.
It's inflatable gold bars.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention, and I appreciate the press not naming our company directly yet.
Well, I'm sure if your company wanted to add to the story, they would get in contact with, what's her name on the Citadel? She called us Thurita.
I'm the same as the reader.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
I believe there was a reporter here who had direct access to the story.
Yeah, she kind of caught us investigating, so we had to keep her. It was either bring her along or kill her. Ha 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 ha. That was an option. I didn't say to that. So
She's in the pool in a rubber inflatable thing, and she just raises some sunglasses and it's like, what?
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, no, I was trained by Turian intelligence. It was an option. I had a very devastating weapon trained right on her, winding up and everything. Oh look, she's had a minor car accident. It looked like 1 million bees hit it. Made of tungsten.
Now that's a weapon.
Well, I suppose these items should go towards those who have been harmed by Mr. Reyes's activities here.
Oh, incidentally, I have a bill for services for the defense of this place, including our wages on a per-hour basis. I should probably present this to her, but tools on the necessary purchases, fuel, ammunition, and other things comes to about 2,400 credits.
Adrian, there's one more thing you can add. He caused an ecological disaster.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yes, no doubt this
So perhaps
golden bearer bonds will go towards
like some kind of cleanup.
undoing the damage, essentially, in this region. 2,400, no problem.
Divide that amongst everyone but me.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Mr. Centurious?
No, is there anything I can help you with?
No, I think you got them all. I believe my next stop is the hospital to have a little chat with.
If the police will let you near him, which they should.
Well, they will.
I mean, after all, I think he has a twisted thumb.
800 apiece. Because I'm not taking a cut, there's no need for me.
And I'm not taking a cut, so... That's Party Fun got some too, right?
I didn't need any this time.
Okay.
So you know how to get hold of me if you have any further things you wish to discuss or any further questions.
Well, I'll inform our employer that everything has been cleared up satisfactorily, and that hopefully this bustling and charming tourist attraction will soon be its former colourful self.
It would be nice to have a place for your employees to relax after work.
Yes.
Why am I our PR guy?
Because at the time, I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, right, with the massive corruption, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are making this pitch while wearing a bikini at the poolside.
He doesn't know who I am.
That's not fair.
Automatic success.
Tiala poses for trading card photo.
Sidewinders trading card.
Why are they only of Tiala?
Because no one wants to look at Crane.
No, the
No, it
Sidewinders-
looks like
me.
every other
the
quarry.
Sidewinders trading cards would all have everybody, but only the rares would be Tiala.
Yeah.
And that's how they keep buying more packs.
Yeah.
It's new Tiala art.
I need that mythic rare foil.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we could hike up the prices.
He goes. He briefly sees Alandria and apologizes to her,
Ah, that's good.
and then basically leaves in his very nice hover car and heads towards the hospital.
Oh, I guess I walk back to the Asari commando compound where the ship will undoubtedly be.
Well, unless it waited
It
for
did,
you.
it did
Sit at
not.
home.
Okay.
I sent it home.
I was told to
And
pilot it, but I
walking
wouldn't let
walking
Chris
all
do
the way back in full armor. At least I don't feel the heat.
Well, it's a nice day.
It's temperature controlled armor.
It's nice armour.
Cool.
When you arrive back,
Moo.
they'll show up mysteriously.
Mysteriously, as in he had to walk through the room you were in to get to where you wanted.
Hello, game. Do you happen to still have any of those vials of that weird drug he was trying to develop?
I actually have all of them.
So, right, if I keep one of those, I want to see if it has any useful properties beyond it being a narcotic. Trust me, booze is enough for me.
Sure, why not?
Woo!
What could possibly go wrong?
In a sick foam case, to sit in my lab for later. Hopefully, it's explosive in some way.
Or just as effective when it's inhaled.
So we can make it out of sea cucumbers. Like, it's cheap ass.
I do like the idea of you just throw like something that looks like a large pickle at somebody and then
It explodes! Oh, it's a pickle!
what the heck?
if it's explosive by itself.
Yeah.
Pickle bomb!
The
like- it's like-
Novosian southern sea cucumber has no natural predators.
It's like magnesium. You take it out of the solution it's in and it basically becomes an explosive.
Or sodium.
I play with magnesium at work all day.
That explains the
Yeah, that
fires.
explains a week ago, doesn't
Explains
it?
that Tino's on fire all the time.
Yes, anybody else got any plans for that afternoon?
Let me guess. Parasailing, wakeboarding,
Yeah, just playing with the extreme sports and things.
Novosi
we have
Enduro
to see whether
counterpunch.
Crane breaks his neck or trying to use a wingsuit.
No, give it away.
You know, I plan on putting like thrusters on that so we can have like Batman Beyond flying suits.
Can't I? Because they could make them like just fly wherever they want with biotics.
Biotics,
right?
yeah.
Like that's what I want to try testing out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want a biotics roll for that?
Yeah.
That's not allowed. Oh, nice. Okay. That one's 34.
Okay. So you don't crash into any cliffside or anything.
I should hope not.
How long are you practicing for?
I'll be practicing, so like I'll help with the construction and stuff during the day, and then like
Again, it's done by the morning.
Fly
Yeah.
is night.
Yeah, and then I'll practice at night because like usually.
Does every character have to be Batman?
Then he doesn't see the pelican.
Splash.
Does that make you Batman because you separate your day into segments in which you do multiple things? Like,
Yes.
okay then.
I mean, actually, Garrus is Mass Effect Space Batman, and Loghain is potentially like half a Garrus, so I guess I'm Robin, one of the gay ones.
What, all
Maybe
of
the
them?
girl. I don't know.
You mean all of them?
Actually, the girl is gay.
Yeah. I don't just pull the shit out of my ass.
Spoiler.
No, no one cares.
No, spoiler is the character's name.
No, no one cares.
So Tiala
Every
gets
character
her,
in Champion's called Spoiler. Just
Tiala gets
Not based
her
on her,
final
though.
massage to see whether she's relaxed.
Am I?
is that what we're calling it?
I don't know. Are you relaxed?
I hope so. Probably not as relaxed as you'd like. I'm relaxed.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
Okay, so she rubs some like oil on your back
She
and
loves
everything.
with lotion in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody's phone's going flat.
Yeah.
And it starts to feel much like last time, but then it starts to feel way better than that.
Way better.
Yes. As in not just relaxing, but it actually seems to give you pleasure.
Zoom into lamp. We're done.
You just go with that.
I was told that it was good, and her daughter said it was fine. So this is normal. Okay, I don't know any different.
9 months.
Oh, bumper.
Right, baby.
And then as she leans down and says, "Doesn't that feel much better?"
Yes.
And then she suddenly like stops and pulls her hands up off your back.
What?
Uh-oh. Some idiot mixed up the caps.
What did she just rub on you? Is it paint? Is it goo?
What happened?
Sexy massage oil.
Aphrodisiac.
Pretty much.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ.
And then Lilia, who's just over getting her massage as well, goes, yeah, that was me.
Did your toy friend just date rape you?
And she's like, what? Why did you do that? So last time Tiala wasn't relaxing, so I switched the caps with the...
It's really good stuff.
Wait.
And then she like face palms, and she's like...
Wait, is this an effect that Tiala can clear by being a biotic?
Probably.
There you go.
In the
No,
80s?
don't worry, guys.
And she's like,
There are no biotics.
you switched it with the pink-capped one, didn't you? Uh-huh. The pink-capped one is the sensual massage oil.
Need an adult.
Look, take Tiala and get her showered off. I'm so sorry.
What is this, a Shannon Tweed movie?
I don't understand what.
Let's just say this essentially turns your skin when it's being rubbed into an erogenous zone.
Can we weaponize this?
Does it explode?
Maybe you could put it next to an explosive too.
You take Tiala away and I'm so sorry.
You're fine for sexual
It's
harassment.
alright. It's alright. I enjoyed it.
Blush.
Well.
What have I told you about messing with the oils? I'm sorry. So Lilia goes to get you
Yep.
like washed off.
Before the pizza man shows up, I'm gonna take a trip to the market.
Great, now I'm hungry.
I was gonna say I hadn't ordered pizza yet.
It's not a bad idea.
I thought he already turned up. He's in the driveway.
You still have your thing on.
I
or something.
never take it off.
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah,
Never get pulled up when it's on.
yeah. Just go like 70, 75 in town. It's fine.
I'm so sorry to yellow Louise.
It's alright. It's alright.
I didn't know what that's. I just knew it was the strongest stuff, and you hadn't been relaxing. I've probably just made you tense up even more.
I don't think you could.
So, yes, you might want to.
Yes, we want to go this way.
Yes, okay. Mother's right. I shouldn't mess with her resort things. I don't know what's what.
Yes. Things could go drastically wrong. All right.
Well, I mean, especially after. Never mind. Here, I'll get you some towel and some things. To get you some stuff to clean up. And yeah. Cool, so has anybody got any further business on the planet before it's home time, basically?
I can't think of anything.
No?
Well, if there are no ninjas here, I mean, what do I even bother?
Well, there still are ninjas, but they're back in ninja mode, so you'll never find them.
There are ninjas everywhere.
And you gave your card to the ninja before they left ninja. Of course we did, because we give a card to everybody.
Yeah. Well, he gave his card to a ninja.
Cool. So you guys head back to the ship and head back to the Citadel, is it?
Aren't you meant to be on vacation for like another 2 weeks?
No.
No,
No?
that was vacation there.
Ah, okay.
I mean, yeah, you guys have all been given basically. Next time you show up, it's basically going to be on the house. If you want a vacation here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wonder what property developer or drug lord we'll encounter next time.
At least it'll keep funding our vacations.
Every time we come here, we solve a problem, we get another free vacation.
Yeah.
6 seasons later, has anyone ever thought that this isn't a very restful vacation?
It's like this. It's the beach episode.
Every season.
Where do you want to go on vacation this time? Well,
We have a free vacation.
Same place we go every vacation. Cool, so you all head back to the... was it the... commando compound?
yeah.
Take back the car and the other van.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leave one of our business cards under the window wiper. In case they want further modifications to the vehicles later.
Get this bicycle turn into a tank.
Plus, one day they might realise they just let us land at their airstrip for no reason and might rethink their security policy.
Yeah, okay. So you head back? I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay. Piloting role, I suppose? For whoever is their friend.
It's not so bad this time. So that is 20. Non-natural.
Okay, and then it's just another D20 basically.
7?
That's pretty good. You guys are there in about half a day. Back to the Citadel.
Cool. I'll inform the captain and the sergeant we're back. Doc, etc.
Mm-hmm. Cool, you're back on station. A familiar small Asari in overalls runs up and attaches a fuel hose.
How were things while we were gone?
Not much happened.
Good.
What about with you guys? Anything happen?
It was a quiet vacation. Carrying on walking.
I made
She
a tank.
seems relaxed. You made a tank? Have
I'll-
you got pictures?
I'll show you them later.
Oh.
I also have a recording of me crashing it into a Krogan. I think you'll like that one.
You'll want to check over your quartermaster results with Tiala and
Right.
organize to have anything else sold off.
You get a communique from the captain.
Oh,
Welcome back.
thank you.
How did it go?
Swimmingly.
Any specifics you can divulge?
Evil businessman tries to seize waterfront for narcotics.
Oh,
Thwarted by plucky hero and assistants.
I got wind that in the last day or so a Turian councillor has been looking for you.
A Turian council? There's only one.
No, a member of the...
Oh.
Not the Turian councillor, but just a member of the...
Of the Turian Council.
Oh. Well, I guess I better front up to that.
Yes. I have no idea what it's about, but my little eyes and ears out there have indicated that he's been looking around for sidewinders.
Well, he probably found them.
Well, of course, you weren't on the station, so...
Any idea where I can find the guy? go bet on racing.
It's like, well, everybody seems fascinated by the TV all of a sudden.
That's just going to loop forever.
I like because the cockpit looks like a Quarian helmet.
Oh god, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Well, let's not have that.
So don't be surprised if he approaches you, especially if he gets wind that you're back on the station.
Well, I'll strike up the band. How's the sergeant doing?
The sergeant's doing fine.
Oh dear.
Well,
She's fallen back into old habits again. Work.
she likes that.
Well,
I mean, she did complain the other day about you're probably going to get back and then drag her off to see some kind of
She's thinking of you.
over the top.
no, I wasn't ever planning on showing her over the top. It's tedious.
Oh, okay.
Of course!
But yes, we don't have anything currently for you at the moment, but good to know you're back on station.
Yes, well, if you have any business we need to take care of, let us know before something else comes up.
Of course. Nente's out.
Neat.
So what's everybody doing now that you're back on station?
Well, Tess is there.
Hmm.
Hey, Tess, I'm having trouble with a project of mine.
Some kind of mechanical-based project?
I sort of detonated an engine trying to do a routine tuning job. It's been a while since I've worked on any hover vehicles. Reckon you could give me a hand? Let's
Of
make
course.
it as cool and flash as we can. Sell it off for as much as possible.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. You haven't thought about just using it?
I think Logain wants to get something else. Probably something a little more dramatic.
No, that does sound like low game. Okay, let's have a look at it then.
stagger on into the cargo bay and present my, imagine like half put back together the Jeep thing with another engine lying over there and a bunch of serviceable parts lying around.
This is where biotics can be really handy because you don't even need like a winch and tackle setup. You just lift it up with heavy stuff.
Let's hire a crane. I'm sure it's not doing anything else.
What are you doing, Craig?
Lifting things, Crane.
Lifting.
Meanwhile, in the mirror, wingsuit! Wingsuit!
Oh, I think I had to return that. Yeah, no.
Drop it.
I know, I'm sad I don't have my wingsuit.
Yes.
The thing is, with a few modifications, I plan on just building it into his armor.
Now imagine he's like
And
in the mirror
probably
and he's
her
like,
armor as well.
No wingsuit.
So what's Rosa doing? Were you?
I have to double team it after Tialo because she ambled off relaxedly after the thing, and
Okay.
I'll see you for the elevator.
Okay.
Back to the apartment.
Okay.
find a good therapist.
You get news.
3.
Thethian Thunderbirds captain Talisia Nasia surprised fans at the conclusion of her recent team's victory against the Sandville Swallows by announcing that she would be retiring the next ABL season. As Stunfan looked on as she explained that she and business magnate Zenea Prudentia had decided to make their union together official and that they were expecting a child together. Nasia stated that she wanted to concentrate on their forthcoming daughter for the next few years and that Zenea would be too busy managing the Prudentia Corporation to do so herself. Zenea and Talicia started dating only 3 months ago when the then single Prudentia sisters were auctioned off for dates in a charity event to raise money for slavery abuse.
I kind of get it.
And you make it to the apartment.
Go and dump my gear. Check messages.
Did just be a few responses from your family members, sort of just saying, we'll let you know, well, from 2 of them anyway, we'll let you know at the next most convenient part to come and visit you.
Yep.
And sort of like they both sort of say, we're both busy right now. We know you're probably busy, but we'll let you know next time we're free and we might be able to organise something.
I'll send back basically. If I'm in the system, I'll make sure I drop by. And
I think your sister will probably suggest that it's like perhaps we could have a mini family reunion if both Mother and I can get there at the same time.
that'd be great.
Just as an idea.
And
This is too distracting.
I'll message the sergeant and say
That
catch up with her for
Can
training
you show
tomorrow
me-
if she'd likes. And I'll also text my friend, say back on Citadel.
Yeah, Alanya, yes.
Alanya.
Cool. And you were going to hunt down Tiala.
so when she comes out of her room, I'll be
Yeah.
waiting for her.
Rosa, what's up?
You seem to be in a really good mood, looking relaxed. The resort, did wonderful things for your skin. No, we do want something. First of all, the duties have kept up with the system, and here's some receipts for some additional expenses we had on the thing. It's like 300 credits we spent on disguises and
Yep.
clothes and stuff.
I already charged to go for that.
Yep.
Big influx of scarves.
The personal matter. Someone I know is interested in it's for something completely their own. They're just doing it to get some skill and everything, but they're doing a conversion for a video game to make it Sidewinder-esque.
Yep.
And they're just strictly not for profit or anything. They're just reskinning a game to improve their skills and device. So she has permission. She has a copy of my likeness to use in the thing, and so she's asked if she can get a copy of authentic scans of the Sidewinders. And I was thinking, well, even if she keeps the game private while she's working on her skins, and maybe we could eventually pitch it to Loghain, but Loghain's got to have a birthday or something at some time. If we got some statuettes done up of the squad, or...
You would enjoy that, yes.
Nobody knows when that is.
we could just invent a day. We call it Loghain Day.
No. Do not make a Loghain Day.
It's for the children.
That would be bad.
Yeah. The only things I had was permission of each member to take scans of them, and you're you, so I just wanted to. I've already told her that I was a bit uncomfortable with if we get scans of you to make sure that they don't turn up in any weird places doing weird things.
Yeah.
Like Source Filmmaker.
That's a weird way to pronounce sex filmmaker.
But otherwise, it's just like a couple of minutes.
Seriously, the only person who uses that for its intended purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one person.
As well.
There you go.
As long as they've signed to say it will never be released in any other form,
She's already agreed to that.
then I don't see any issue.
Oh yeah. Are you willing to take scans of? Not worried about the outfit. Sweet. Just a couple of minutes.
It's actually for a personal project.
It's probably worse because I'm probably in my I would have got out of the armour and into my sweats.
A lot more awkward. Linger.
Copy.
I'll just make a backup of this one.
I'm glad everything worked out, and you do look a lot more relaxed.
Well, that's what 50 years of being chased does to you.
Makes you
Which
look
form
more
of
relaxed.
chase are you talking about?
Both.
STE or SED?
Oh, God.
It's probably because of one, she doesn't have any CD.
Yeah, there we go.
Anything else?
No, I'm good. Thanks for that. And I'm going to sit down at the table and start taking the Revenant apart because I suspect there's sand in the fucker.
Probably will be.
Hate sand. It's coarse, it's rough, and it gets everywhere.
That's who you remind me of.
Oh, that's not a good thing. Oh, awkward.
So what's
They killed my
Loghain?
family, so I'm going to
What's
kill them
Loghain
all.
doing?
I've killed children.
Whatever the normal things that I do are, I guess.
Look at doing the things a Loghain does.
Yeah.
You
I
were
would be
even raised
working
in a
on the
religion you've come
things,
to
put
hate.
the wingsuit in the scanner and start just work on the things that I work
In
on.
the apartment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who's in the ship? Okay,
Pretty much
so,
always now. I have so many things.
Yeah, you would be in there with Tess.
Yeah.
And possibly Crane, I don't know.
If they needed my help, I would have stayed. Otherwise, I would have gone back to the apartment.
He was asked to move
Yeah.
stuff around.
We'll
Yeah.
employ you
I
as
mean,
a-
a big heavy engine would be easier to move with two biotics moving it than one, so...
I want to flex my muscles. Use
I don't need biotics! I can just lift this! So there's the ship's doorbell goes, for lack of a better...
Ding dong.
Yeah. Detecting one Turian male individual.
Wait, isn't that doorbell a trap?
Yes.
That activates the turret.
Wait, have we
Which
installed
Salo
the
has forgotten to install.
Did you install the turret?
No. Yeah. Look at the comm screen. Is it Loghain?
No, it's
Why would I ring the doorbell?
As a test.
Freak us the fuck
As a
out!
test.
It's
No,
a
no.
Turian in
See if
some
I installed it yet?
dark blue and dark red robes.
Rose is convinced he doesn't know what a fucking doorbell is. He's
Yeah,
just
you
in the
guys-
room.
Any of you guys know who that is?
Nigga,
No, that's a counselor.
Oh,
Logan!
how can we help you, counselor?
In the middle of his backswing.
There's a counselor at the ship.
Did any of you need help?
I assume they're here to talk to you.
What do you imply?
I believe he's misinterpreted what type of counselor.
I'll link him to the feed.
Who's that?
I'm sensing some irritation.
Who's that? I'm assuming I don't know.
No, but you would. You might recognise the council robes.
Oh. I'll be right down. Up.
And then, how can we help you, counselor?
Sidewinders.
Yeah, that's us.
Good. Is your leader here?
What's yellow?
God.
I have to talk to him about a very sensitive matter.
Oh, crane name.
We've sent for him.
Don't let him on the ship.
Not senseless.
No, if we let him on the ship will kill him.
Turn off
Did
the
I
comm
just hear that the ship will kill him?
turn off the comm link. Trish, we need the counselor on the
Takes
ship.
like 2 steps back and kind of looks out into the corners of the room.
Meanwhile, Trish, I would indeed kill him.
If this is a test, I think we failed. Trish, clearance for the Turian counselor to board the ship?
Logan is not here to grant.
I must require. Yes, such clearance must be given by either Commander Centurius or Major Diava.
Just gonna send that clearance look.
Ship could kill Counselor Help! Exclamation mark 1.
Just one moment, counselor. Just got security protocols.
Trish, I believe there's a guest outside the ship. Could you let them into the waiting area? Which is basically just the main central area.
Of course, low game.
Is this where we have half a jeep floating?
No, you're in the cargo bay.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I have the gas prepared just in case.
Good.
Uh-oh, it's anticipating.
So, who waits with the counselor?
Who wants to have the most awkward small talk?
All of them.
Well, all.
Yes, it's just
obviously-
continuing on.
I'm gonna be honest. I might have had too much to drink for this.
This is ignoring
You're probably
it all
still
and
the
just-
best qualified.
Holding a lit laser torch. Like,
When did you start?
Okay.
When did he stop? He hasn't.
Okay, but the other two alternatives are Crane and the Grease Ball Asari McDurable.
at
all
least,
you.
at least my armor doesn't look messed up. Well, my suit. I'll head to the waiting area.
I guess I'm taking the elevator.
That makes the most sense. So it isn't long before Logain arrives to find
Me
very awkward.
Me struggling to converse with the counselor.
Sorry, it's not my call if the Quarians get reinstated or not. It's kind of a whole council vote thing.
Well, there's this. Just do a little research into this guy, and I'll send him the data of that race, and I'm like, he'll give you all the information you need. I see, look at, oh, thank God.
Bye.
Disappear.
Use the Quarian toms.
He uses them on himself. So, like, yeah, there's a Turian there dressed in council robes.
Good day.
Centurious, is it not?
It is. How can we be of assistance?
Do you have somewhere we can chat privately? As in a place that cannot be bugged by outside
You consider the
sources.
sentience of our ship.
This room over here.
Thank you. This,
One moment. Trish, discontinue monitoring of this room until we leave.
Oh, of course, Logain. Wink.
I actually mean it.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
It is done.
She's using a right
I
eye.
will now locate my sensors elsewhere.
Thank you, Trish.
Stroll back into the cargo bay. Well, I think that went good.
It's about as private as it's going to get.
How terribly could it have gone?
Quite.
I will try to make this as simple as possible. My name is Gavius. I am one of the aides to Councillor Tetricus.
Why are you both sort of named after games? No!
Who you know is the actual Turian Council.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was wanting to enlist your help with the matter.
Okay.
There has been an incident that falls outside of Citadel jurisdiction.
Well, the risk of being presumptuous, isn't that what spectres are for?
No, they only operate within council space.
Sure.
Didn't make a spectre.
Believe me, we did consider getting a Spectre on this, but
You needed someone disposable.
somebody not tied to the council.
Super
In any
disposable,
way.
yeah.
Councillor Tetricus has a daughter, or had a daughter. She was found dead on Omega a couple of days ago.
What's the council's daughter doing on Omega?
Let's just say that they didn't necessarily get along. She was young and rebellious and decided to go her own way.
So because this is 2018, this ruins his career forever.
He brings up like a photograph of a young Turian female who appears to have been, for lack of a better word, deformed and mutated, and like with a horrible like rictus of an expression on her face.
I've seen these effects before. The Joker!
Wait, so you know what this is?
Oh, no, I've just seen something like this before, and I'm assuming it has actually a similar effect to what I would have seen in one of those like movies or TV shows with the Joker guest and like
One of the more I suppose extreme ones that was not just I suppose PG
yeah.
perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, so
More grotesque than
Oh, okay, so not just that.
That, but also that it looks like there are like some ruptures under her skin and she's become deformed as like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As well, like,
okay,
yeah.
so not quite like that then.
Yeah.
Well, then I wouldn't say.
But the rictus and the
Okay, then I will actually
Would be
then say
very
the
similar.
Joker.
yeah.
Like except like also with gigantism. No, I haven't seen anything exactly like this, but that death grin certainly.
We would like you and your team to go to Omega and find out what happened.
Boy, I really wish we hadn't pissed off Arya recently. But okay.
I'm not going to ask about that one.
It's a short story.
The daughter's name was Chandrika. She seemed to, while she had promised her father that she wasn't going to reveal her identity to others when she left, she obviously confined who she was to somebody, because a young Asari who she befriended somehow knew and got in contact with us. Thankfully, she was smart enough to be able to put it through a secure channel.
Going to need that contact's information.
Yes. Her name is Yashad Denala.
Her name is what?
She has already provided some instructions for you to meet her.
Interesting.
Well, should you take
I
the
suppose
job.
the obvious question is, has Daddy done anything to annoy the occupants of Omega lately?
We're not sure. If you can find anything else about that, that would be interesting as well. But he mostly wanted to find out who did this to his little girl.
When did this happen?
It could have... We haven't managed to get a proper analysis of the body due to the circumstances, but no more than 5 days ago.
Do you have a DNA pattern on file?
We have records of her DNA from before she left.
I'll need that.
I'm sure we can send those through.
And she was simply found... Where was she found?
She was found out the back of a... what would be the best term for this? A bar of ill repute.
A bar of ill repute.
So all of them
Yeah.
on Omega?
So all bars?
I suppose on Omega that's the case. It was called Lady Luck. She was found this way and in the alleyway out back when her friend went to go check on her.
Do you have any idea who she's been hanging out with, been seeing, boyfriends, that sort of thing?
Aside from this Yashar, no.
Do you have any other details about the condition she was found in?
Something seems to have poisoned her, or worse than that. Again, we didn't get, we just got the photographs.
Who
We
has the
haven't-
body currently?
The body ended up disappearing shortly after Yashar found it and managed to take the pictures.
So someone has killed her and deformed her in a gross manner, left her there long enough to be found and photographed, and that information passed on, and then absconded with the body.
And that appears to be the case.
Trap.
For you,
I don't think
or
she's
for
a
the
penis.
counsellor.
For whomsoever. Well, if there's any other information you have.
Well, yes.
When was her birthday? Recently, perhaps?
I believe her birthday was about 4 or 5 months ago.
Probably not relevant then.
Her bank records.
Oh yeah, I want those.
I suppose I could hunt those down.
When was the last time she was in contact with her father or another member of the family?
She hasn't been since she left to Omega
Which was?
about 3 weeks ago. Sorry, 3 months ago.
What information did they get from following her for a while? 'Cause they would have.
So no surveillance.
It's just hanging out at this bit.
No, in fact, we didn't know where she actually ended up going until this happened. She just wanted to go out on her own and not be bothered by her father and his politics.
What precipitated her sudden departure, if I may ask?
I don't know the exact specifics, but her father and her got into an argument, and I believe she felt he was pressuring her to basically be an upstanding Turian girl, as opposed to, I think she wanted more freedom.
Strange. And what did she do prior to this departure? Occupation, scholastics.
She was a student. He had plans for her to become a lawyer or a doctor, but
Where was she a student?
Taysiri High School.
Any known friends or associates there?
I don't believe there's anybody she stays in contact with, but
That's not necessarily important. Former boyfriend, friends, enemies. Is there someone there I could talk to about her time there?
she didn't often have regular boyfriends, and her father seemed to disapprove and scare them off a lot. Oh, she was forbidden from ever hanging around with either Batarians or humans. I don't know if that's pertinent.
No, that's just sensible. Well, I'll do some checking and we'll do what we can to look into this.
Yes, here's Yashar's instructions when you go to Omega. He just sends you a data pad.
Thank you. Well, I'll escort him off the ship,
Yeah.
which is super necessary.
You will be in touch, no doubt.
No doubt.
Assuming we're not dead.
Thank you for your assistance. And he will leave.
I'll call Tiala.
Hello. Because I'm in cheery mood, I'm good.
Hey, how do you feel about some work?
Oh, I think it's about time we got back to it. Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
good,
great.
because we've there's a Turian girl has been murdered on Omega, and she's related to someone reasonably important. We just need to look into it.
Sort of stuff I bought. If I had a Twitch, I'd be twitching now.
Listen, I need you to. I'll send basically the notes I've taken, and that. I need you to head over to Taysiri High School, find out if there's anyone there she was friends with, or particularly enemies with, who would be sufficiently powerful to chase her down and do this. Find out what sort of things she was into, so we would have some places to visit when inevitably one of us goes there to look around.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
A bunch of interesting stuff.
Do you think it might be an idea to call Aria and say we're coming?
Of course. I'll let you do with that.
Yes.
Otherwise, you know me.
Bye-bye relaxation.
You know what I do.
It's all gone now.
I'll call Aria first, and then I'll do this. I think we'll do it in that order, because it'll decide whether we can get there or not.
I was thinking we just sort of show up and then just walk in like we have a meeting.
No,
That would be great.
that would be great, but we would die.
No, we wouldn't.
Well, you don't get hold of Aria directly, of course.
No, but I'd get through my contact,
Oh, you want to go through him?
because he
Yeah.
he knew,
Yeah.
and he'll be able to get in contact with Aria through.
Okay, he gets in contact with a Batarian named Breto. You want to speak to Aria?
Yes. I think she also wants to speak to me.
Does she know? I'll be the judge of that.
Tia Diavo.
Oh, yes, well, many things lately, I suppose, but chiefly a member of the Sidewinders.
Yes.
Ari is a very busy woman. What
When
is
she
this
was,
related to?
She wanted to
she
see
wanted to
us.
see us.
Yes, I'm well aware that she wanted to get in contact with you next time you were on Omega.
Well, we're planning a trip.
Excellent, I shall let her know. I'm going to be arriving within the next few days, I take it.
Assuming I don't screw my pilot rolls.
I'd like to assume so. We're investigating a murder in a backyard, and quite a gruesome one too. So, to help her out, we're coming to.
I see. I'll pass the message on.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing you.
At least we can see the ambush coming now.
There wouldn't be one if you had.
There fucking would be!
No, there wouldn't.
No, because there's all those thugs hiding around the docking things to
we've got,
charge us
like-
when we arrive.
Like at least 6 grenades between us, right? Like I'm sure it'll be fine.
To a turn, like.
Have you ever seen what a singularity does inside the airlock?
No.
Does it destroy the Mass Effect continuity if Ari gets murdered before the first game?
Yes.
They bring a clone in. It's all good.
So that's why I won't let it happen.
Don't stat the character.
I haven't.
No, that's the trick.
Cool, and then you're gonna head to the
Yep.
school.
No, dress up official-ish.
Okay.
Yep.
Going to see the principal, or?
Yeah.
So, Turian female. Welcome to Tayseri High School. How can I help?
I'm here to find out a bit of information about one of your students.
Okay.
Former students, I should say. She's come into a bit of trouble, and we're just trying to find out if there was any ill will towards her when she attended here, or anything you may know of. I'll give her the details.
Oh, nothing much I can tell you here. Thanks for coming along.
Do you
Pick it up, we'll get some tall.
That's 11, so that's still 18.
What you doing?
We as soon as I gave him information, I was saying if he's trying to get rid of me because of he doesn't want anything to do with it, or because there's fucking something he's hiding.
No, nothing. Just wants nothing to do with it.
You seem very averse in helping.
You do realise who this is the daughter of, right?
Why do you think I'm here to investigate?
I'm going to lose my job, aren't I? I'm going to lose my job.
Why would you lose your job when I've been asked to investigate this?
Do you want to know specifically?
I want to know, is there anyone that you think may have had ill will towards her? To the point that they would follow her wherever she went.
I can't think of anybody like that. Most people seem to keep their distance from her.
Well, what about friends?
She had a very small, I suppose, group of friends, mostly other Turian females.
Well, can I get their names and I'll ask them. They may know more information. Also, was there any teacher that she bonded with more than any others?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, she was I suppose, fairly good at science, Turian.
Science Turian.
It wouldn't be called English. So I don't know.
I didn't hear the comma, sorry.
Yes.
No, she was good at science Turian.
At least he said it that way. He said Turian science.
Turian
Oh, it's
science.
different to everyone else's.
It's better. There's humans. It's not prone to human error.
More
Oh,
That's why we call it human error.
you never had problems beforehand.
Well, I mean, that's why humans are better in the ship for their thing, because they have their computers the system, because they suck.
So she'll summon over the PA, basically, the two students. So yeah, two female Turians sort of in their senior year of high school sort of come in. Hello, ma'am. How can we help?
I'm here to find out any information I can about one of your friends.
It's about Chandrika, isn't it?
Why would you say that?
Why else would a sidewinder be coming and getting her only, I suppose, even remotely close friends and
Were you concerned
concerned?
about her?
We were concerned her father was pressuring her and it was getting to her.
Why was he pressuring her?
He wanted her to be Little Miss Perfect, grow up to become a lawyer or a doctor or another counsellor for the future.
And she wanted.
She just wanted to be left alone and do her own thing, find her own path.
What did she enjoy?
Well, she did like science and as far as subjects go, but I think she just wanted to, she wanted to go out and have fun.
Did she say where she was going before she left?
Not to me. I didn't hear anything from her either. Just said she wanted to go out there where her father didn't have any influence.
So the Terminus system then.
It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, but that'd be the only area where he wouldn't have any influence.
I mean, she was old enough to just leave on her own, and
Was there anyone in school or outside of school that had ill will towards her?
so from some burned, very short-term boyfriends, I can't think of anybody.
Any of those boyfriends,
Connected.
any of those boyfriends, are they still at school?
Yes.
Did any of those boyfriends take long sabbaticals?
Not to my knowledge.
Can I have their names anyway?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is,
List of
couple-
boyfriends.
Oh, assuming you're making your own note.
No, it's... Yeah.
I mean, most of them I think were too. I don't think any of them would do anything. Most of them were too scared of her father to. I mean, that's why they never lasted long.
Yes, but with them knowing that she's no longer under her father's thumb, would any of them...
I don't think any of them would have connections to do anything to her while she was an Omega. I don't think any of them were that petty.
I never said she was on Omega.
Oh, you said they wouldn't actually have said
Okay,
Omega.
just...
No,
yeah, sorry.
it wasn't a slip of
Yep.
Great.
No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Solved without even leaving.
Yeah.
For a moment there I thought we were actually being useful and good,
Yeah.
as opposed to shitty and dumb.
Yeah, it wouldn't have had any means to get to her in the Terminus systems or anything. But I mean, I don't know, but
What about any teachers or anyone that had an unhealthy relationship with her?
I can't think of anybody. Neither can I. I mean, some of the teachers were starting to get a little annoyed at her recent behaviour before she left.
Because she was playing up because Dad...
Yes, she seemed to turn it on almost like a switch.
She changed her whole personality in an incident.
Well, she kind of told us she was going to do it, but I wouldn't say she changed her whole personality. She was just like, I'm sick of this, and then she just started, wanting to go out and drink and try things that weren't necessarily legal.
Yep.
And we had to try and hide that from her father and the school.
Okay, so do you know of any of these contacts that she was dealing through?
She never gave us... We didn't want to know.
Did she ever give you anything? Yeah, her own extranet, anything?
Still had her extranet address, but we haven't really contacted her.
So she's never actually got in contact with you ever?
No, we've sent her messages now and then, but she'd never reply. I think she didn't want to risk if anybody was going to trace where those communications came from.
Understood. Well, if you can think of anything else,
Oh, it's Sidewinders.
just message us.
Thank you. We will.
Right, I'll go outside of the school grounds, called Lolw gang.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all bigger in person.
So I did it outside of the school.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any leads here.
Damn it.
Seemed she had a few weren't boyfriends, but they don't believe that the boyfriends would have had the reach. I've got their names anyway, just in case we can link anyone to anything. Teachers, no, nothing. And no extracurricular. It seems they don't even have the contacts of her drug dealers and stuff that she was heading into.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, I'll round up the troops. Let's go.
Yep.
Get any selling or acquisitions we need done before we
Nothing
go
really.
done.
No, because you don't
Yeah,
really...
just because you don't have anything doesn't mean
I
they
know.
don't.
So,
Well, unless you've got the vehicle completely ready, but I don't think you do yet.
no.
I do have a couple.
Pickles? No.
No,
Did we get any of those? No, I think we left them all in the ocean.
So
I've got the pickle fluid.
I'll ring everybody and say,
That's how you pickle things.
get your gear in order. We ship out 2 hours.
Where are we headed?
What was Rosie doing, I wonder?
Putting the gun back together.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was literally like, they're the last piece.
So you would have sent the message back in the group,
Yeah.
and it'll be one word. Amiga.
Yes. Now I have the reason to go and do the shopping I wanted to get done. I'm not entirely sure how much it's just going to cost. I'm just going to pay for it out of my own money, hopefully. I just want to pick up a few extra, I'll call them security devices, but I need just like some cameras, some motion sensors, and if I need anything that would let me reroute calls to an Omni tool to another Omni tool.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. Like, it immediately bounces it.
Yeah.
It comes interplexing beacon.
Or if I could just pay
Yeah, that's your name for it?
a chunk of
Probably.
credits and just get like a
Miscellaneous.
security and surveillance kit.
So you want to get this stuff when you head to Omega, basically, is
It probably would be cheaper and easier to find there too, given it's.
Because I think you guys have already got some spare security cameras hanging around.
We do
don't you?
security cameras, yeah.
So it's just the other things like motion detectors and.
I mean, you just have to play low game for them.
You would get a better discount through the group.
The other thing is that you could buy the specs for them and make them yourself with your Omni tool.
Actually, that makes way more sense. It'd probably be much easier to do that on Omega as well. Or could we just scan the ones we have?
You download it off the extranet.
Yeah. Let's do that.
No, you can't.
Download a card.
It's always missing one critical component.
You wouldn't download a card.
You don't tell me what I wouldn't do. I would have could.
Fuck yes.
Damn right I'd download a car if it was even remotely possible.
It is! You can 3D print one!
Terrorism.
I don't have a 3D printer.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Greasy, oily blacksmith.
Yes. Okay, so Avengers assemble.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're seeing Abby's just saying, "Yep, sorry, out game."
Good point.
Yep.
Oh no.
I wasn't gonna.
This isn't the sergeant. It would be like, oh no.
Your homework is to make a friend.
Another friend.
A new friend.
He comes
You
back
get a
later on, she's
scathing
actually
remark.
built a friend.
Taking it literally.
Out of meat.
What? Tess, you're my friend, right? Say you're my friend.
Homework complete.
Oh yeah, so you'll probably have to kick Tess off the ship unless you're gonna drag her along again.
To Omega.
I feel like we shouldn't take it to Omega.
No, well, she hops off the ship.
Bye, Tess.
She's a little sad because she doesn't get to finish the project. You got to just start and help out with, but
Thanks for your help, Tess.
What did we do? We just lift it up, break it into about 50 different pieces, and then put it back on the ground. And then she lives.
yay!
If you're looking for anything to do, I'm sure the Nebuchadnezzar needs some work.
Oh, I have permission to just mess around with that.
Oh God.
Yes, the code of the
You
door.
don't know.
As long as it's always not far from being flight operational.
There's this grease-scented cloud.
I
Of
sent
shape
her.
like Tess that just dissipates.
Oh no, you don't need to send her the codes because you already got the codes.
No, I need to send her one more message, and it says, "Check the fusion intake valve first." I've hidden some treats inside the fusion intake valve.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she discovers the room that Crane left the gravity off and is stuck in there for a week.
I was going to say she's going to get stuck because those treats mean she'll get into the intake valve
She
and
might
she
not
won't be
get
able to get out. Okay, so Sidewinders are all aboard. Sentinel again. Taking off, or is there anything else you want to prep or do before?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Then standard piloting roll.
$25.
That's pretty good. 1d20 and 1d4.
20, here we go.
A 3 on the D4 and a 3 on the D20.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good then. Got 2 days.
2 days. Well, the
So,
usual.
yes, so it's just fill out what you guys would normally do on a...
Yep.
Actually,
And
You're
it's
keeping-
one of those 2 days is a Wednesday, in which case, training day.
yeah, we just do a different version of that on board the ship.
Mhm.
Would you be able to give me a hand getting this Jeep done? Whenever I work on it by myself, I seem to have some trouble, and I want to get it done for this mission.
First suggestion. Bottle over there.
That's my work bitter juice. I don't know, fine. Bottle over there. Empty suit into bottle. Yeah, then do you want a repair roll from us to try and get this project done effectively in 2 days?
Sure.
Or
yeah.
would it be enough time to not roll?
No, repair roll.
Damn it!
Why do you should have
Just done it in the other order!
Get a bunch of points of that.
Falls not allowed.
Just use it the way we see it.
I mean, that's allowed, but 19.
21.
Yeah? It'll be ready by the time you arrive.
Sweet. Just tell me when I
You
have to
also get-
pay for transportation.
You also get, your repair skill gets.
Bitters.
I don't know where we had the rush on this. I doubt we could get it through the airlock.
That's what the cargo ramp's for.
Then we do this,
Airlock.
then we do the Street Fighter thing where I fight the car.
forgot. I think it's a second station. Oh well, repair trading. So completely forget that it's a station.
You know what would happen if someone was wrecking up the something in the back of the ship? Pop the airlock.
Probably.
Okay. So you arrive on Omega. Well, you arrive.
Let's get a parking. Let's
vicinity
get a
of-
parking berth and.
Did you go over a mission plan with the rest of the others so they even know why they're here?
Did we?
We
You
would have.
didn't say you
Yeah.
did.
We would have.
Well, then I guess we didn't. You didn't say we did. I actually have no idea what to even do. It's fucking Omega. No one's going to talk. This is a waste of time.
I mean, once we get the information, I suggest. Well, I do already have a reason to look for the path. I'm sure they could help us out.
See, the
If
thing
we
is,
get a
the
hold of
first
them.
thing that has to happen is that we have to go see Arya. Anything else is
Secondary.
we can't do anything until that.
Yeah.
I mean, so you guys can just like hang around so long as you're aware that you could get grabbed at any point,
Or you could wait on
just
the
stay on
ship
the
just
ship.
in
or
case.
you could wait on the ship. I mean,
Well, can we have been given at least the circumstances of the?
Oh, we would have probably given you the thing, but as
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing to look for is there any drugs or anything that would prompt like a party drugs that would lead to this kind of like allergic reaction or something
That's-
like that. She
that's-
was found out the back of a club. So.
that's another reason why we see Arya, because if there's anything going down on Omega, she'll have a clue.
Yeah, I know, but we can start. If we're stuck on the ship, we might as well start searching like extranet things for. So we can just start trolling for information there, so we're not doing nothing.
Okay.
You know, grotesque deaths on Omega.
1 billion results.
Yeah. You just spanned with it.
I'll start trolling specific drug names and trying to find out side effects
Okay.
and stuff like that.
I'm gonna work out.
For when we
We can't
inevitably
leave
get
the
grabbed.
ship,
Yeah.
so like, I might as well just train until we. And like, what am I really gonna find on the internet that the counselor wouldn't have found?
Doesn't seem like he's done any homework about this.
I find that hard to believe is the thing. Like,
we haven't been given any.
yeah.
Okay, so you're searching for that.
I guess you're probably more looking for like similar occurrences and instances. If there's a pattern.
Well, I mean, police training. It's going to be like party goers deaths, routine deaths around things. A new drug having effect and kids disappearing and things like that.
Could we not just get Tess to run this against the extranet for anything on Omega? Because she would do it much quicker than we could, right? And just bring up any results that seem
She's
relevant.
not a-
We
It's not
would
that
not
kind of
want
expert.
Tess looking through the images.
Not
and
Tess,
stuff.
sorry.
Trish.
Trish.
Trish. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you just did a search for the apparent symptoms.
Make a roll, Brendan.
Just the hint?
Pretty much.
Isn't there like investigate or anything weird like that? Oh, there actually is.
There is investigate, but that doesn't really apply because you're just doing
Just using a search Google
basically.
search. And int is my best stat. 19.
You find references to a drug that seems to have cropped up in the last few weeks. It seems to be dubbed Raptus by
Raptus.
the locals on Omega. It seems to be applied via a patch that you put on your skin.
Did it cause the grimace, or does it also cause the rest of it?
So it basically, what happens is it causes a euphoric sensation and seems to give the user pleasure. But there have been some reported instances. This is fairly low from at least the reported users, but what's reported users versus total, who knows? Of people, having these reactions to it. It seems to mostly be dubbed as being a possible just allergic reaction. Nobody seems to know that much.
And the reaction is both the grimace and the facial distortions.
It's like blemishes on the skin, and like something's trying to burst out from within underneath the skin, basically, and cracking it open. And
Should we just send you the bill?
I don't know how that came out.
Well, you didn't know.
I was just expecting as soon as you flipped it up, like all the legs just to fall onto the floor.
That would be good.
And now I'm expecting you. No, there we go.
Oh, I sit down
What?
and explode.
Do a Lolw.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Is it
That's the
particularly
greatest
expensive as far as street drugs go? Or
We probably couldn't tell that from the extra.
The articles you found don't list the price.
can't imagine they don't list me to buy anything.
That's Omega, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, it is Omega. Like, down at the general
Mostly
store.
been showing up in the Doru district. It seems to be where it's.
Is that where that bar was?
Yes. Lady Luck is located in the Doru district.
Found anything, Zolo?
I have indeed. I found what killed her. Or at least a drug related to it, likely.
Fits
And I'll-
all the symptoms, and it's a patch.
I had to write down. Administered by patch.
Well, all of those welts on her throat and head, it was going to be ingested or applied to her head or throat.
I'll send that information just to everyone. Raptus.
Everybody gets that information. So just Tiala and Logang heading to Arias?
Yep.
You are met by Brato, who you recognise from contacting a couple of days ago. He approaches, and heavily armed and armoured with another two Batarians behind them. Decided to finally show up.
Told you it was coming.
Right this way. He leads you into Afterlife, basically, and up to the main. You've seen it from Mass Effect 2, basically that
Yep.
area. Now, were you guys armed?
Well, we would have been armed, but they would have taken the arms off us.
Yeah.
Why? They didn't.
Did they not?
Not in Mass Effect 2.
No, they didn't actually.
Well, there was that whole thing that they somehow missed Shepard's weapon.
No, they didn't even bother. They did a scan. He's like,
Yeah.
well, you're not doing a terribly good job. I'm heavily armed. They're like, oh, we don't care about that.
I mean, they've probably got
Actually,
enough
there's more
of their
guns
own
around that if we did try.
They probably want us to, just so they could kill us and take our shit.
Yeah. So there she is, overlooking her domain, essentially.
I'll
You're the diplomat.
walk up and wait.
Tiala Diavo.
Aria.
I mean, that's not impressive. You knew what the appointment was. You've got a calendar book? Think.
Well, she didn't turn around, she just said it.
Yep.
And then she turns around. So what brings you to my humble abode?
These two.
Let's just say that
They literally brought us here.
I was informed that you wish to see us. Unfortunately, we were a bit busy on our last trip, so we couldn't stop by. So this time we've made a point of seeing you first.
I see. Well, that was weeks ago. I've almost forgotten about you now, but since you're here, I suppose you were wondering why I wanted to see you.
That was a thing that did pass our minds, yes.
Well, let's just say there was a Krogan in your employ who I wanted to get my hands on.
Which one?
Blue had a temper tantrum in a hospital.
Ah, yes. We actually have a bit of information about him too.
Oh,
And I'll give her the information about how he was framed from what she believed he did.
well, I know a certain Lystheni Solarian who won't be pleased. But then I'm not very pleased with him because he's been wasting his time on a wild goose chase for somebody who didn't even betray me in the end.
So, we're actually here investigating a murder. Well, what seems to be a murder, but they believe it's a murder, but it could be just a drug overdose. We don't know.
And which important member of the
It's $1 million shot.
Citadel Elite sent you here to clean up their mess?
I'll look to Lolw again.
Tetris.
This is case.
Tetris.
And
His daughter.
his daughter was the one who was killed here.
Yes.
I see.
Surely you would have known that.
Maybe.
Well, off you go then.
We were wondering if you knew anything about it. And could help.
I may.
Well,
In both cases.
we don't wish to step on your toes and cause any more hassle here than us being here will cause. Just from our own reputation and what we've got up to has caused problems for other people, and we don't wish to have the same thing happen to you.
Oh, trust me, you wouldn't.
I realise this. We would rather not.
So who's pushing Raptorus?
I have my suspicions.
Well, if it's not you, which I assume is not,
It is not.
It's probably cutting into her trades.
quite likely, but I'm trying to be
I'm
polite
certainly
here.
not getting a cut, if that's what you mean.
Hmm. Sounds like motivation to maybe have this dealer removed.
If it is who I suspect, then that would please me greatly.
Well,
Even
we
if it isn't.
if you wish us to look into their business, if it helps you, it would help us.
I think it would be best if you worked this out by yourselves. Think of it as a test.
I thought my vacation was going to be nice. Thanks, Logain.
You chose to vacation on Omega.
No, I just finished a vacation.
Back to work then.
Well, not saying anything.
Well, if this is all the information, thank you very much. And we'll inform you of our findings later.
If you have a name, I may assist later. Well, not directly. Brato here will assist.
So the question is, who runs the Lady Luck?
Better assistance from the crap on my boots.
Is that what Logain says?
That's what I'm thinking. That's
Yep.
why I muttered it.
Who owns the Lady Luck?
Delantius.
And does he also run the district?
No,
Is it your district?
it should be.
All of it should be yours.
It is all mine.
But she's just trying to find out if you don't mind if we just blow the shit up.
The Lady Luck.
I meant the district.
I would prefer you to only blow up what needs to be blown up.
Well, we'll see. I've got a full rich day ahead.
So all of Omega.
I mean, no. I need to buy stuff here.
Then we can blow it up.
Then we blow it up. No, we need to
Where
come
I
back
get
and
my
buy.
stuff.
This is where we get our elite
And again,
stuff.
we can't blow it up because it's in the universe.
Look, strictly speaking, I need to come here at some point to get a certain implant that's completely and totally illegal everywhere, probably even here. So we can't blow all of Omega up. I need that implant. I need it. I need it, Crane.
So,
To start getting mysterious messages from Lolw.
so you're not going to give me the name of this person? The dealer.
Oh, you
Oh my god!
Waiting for this.
You know, I'd completely forgotten she could do that.
Nice. And I got an 18 on an unstatted aria.
No, then don't bother. You can't win.
No, I can't beat
It's
it.
unstatted. You can't beat it.
No.
Cute trick.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice try, by the way.
Could use my strengths in Bell and Leaf.
Well, we know that she's aware of that type of stuff.
Of course she is.
Well, anybody
She's
can
fucking
try
magic,
and,
bitch.
Anybody can try and get into another. Any Sari can try and get into
I
somebody's
thought you
mind.
couldn't
but
detect a surface scan.
that is not a surface scan.
Oh.
But Tiela did.
That one is a bit different. That's a bit.
Okay.
Everybody gets a check against that.
Yeah.
That one. And you guys are escorted out, essentially.
Oh, I'm going to him. Okay, I leave too.
I don't need excuse.
Well, unless there was some reason you were just going to stand there, even.
Well, you know, I have mastered the art of remaining so still as to become invisible, and literally I can become invisible.
You can.
It's like,
So
see if they talk about it after you leave.
I just wanted to see if they were like, they must never find out about this guy.
Oh, sorry.
Make sure, follow them and make sure they're investigating this person's name, and then I can be like,
I was going to say, it doesn't work if you turn invisible in front of them.
yeah, but I was standing so still they didn't even know I was there. Do I have to steal his chips again to prove this?
They're gone.
I don't know about him, but the chips certainly have stayed still.
Damn it. Fine.
Meanwhile, back at the ship, we'll be pulling up her bank records for where she made purchases and listing out those businesses to see where they fit in.
Oh, here's an interesting thing. Her bank records, as far as you can tell, given the ones given to you by the councillor, ended about 3 months ago.
With a huge, large withdrawal.
Yes.
What a shock.
That's what I wasn't really thinking about. Though.
Mm.
Wait, where was that withdrawal made?
On the Citadel.
From, don't say bank.
It would have been a terminal. Just like
Oh, just like a terminal.
Hmm.
Like an IFTPOS.
Oh, actually, no. She probably would have had to go to a bank. Actually,
because I was going to say most IFTPOS terminals and things like that have a limit on how much.
Yeah,
you can,
because I was going to
yeah.
say to get that much out, she would have had to get it signed off on.
See,
No doubt some Volus.
Silly girl. She's carrying way too much in credit.
She might have had another account that she put things in, but yeah, if she's carrying that much credits, then I can see a really good reason to jump her right there. Tell her, make sure we get her credits. And her ship.
You could sell it.
That is shit.
Claim it as a pirate vessel.
Okay, so we might as well like put her friend's name.
You just
through
spray
the
paint
system
Yar
and see
and
if she
lubber
comes up
on it somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, her friend's name.
If she
So
comes up as
avoid
like
racing
so
Sharpie.
exotic dancer that works that thing. Or,
She's not an exotic dancer. She just helps her mother run a shop,
I
basically.
think he's looking to see if she might be using one of her friends' names as a pseudonym while she's on this planet. Like, working on... Because she said that she told her father she wouldn't be using her own name, right? So, like, she might have just used one of her friends' names.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're talking about like her friends from...
no,
Oh.
I was actually talking about because we're going to have to go and find her friend who was the witness, so we need to know where to go.
Yashid, or whatever.
Oh,
it
that
is.
one.
Yes,
I forgot about that one.
Look, I can't even read my own writing, so no. I don't see it as an important skill.
Reading.
No, writing.
No.
Clearly, illegibly, it's pointless.
That's what typing's for.
That's what other people writing things down for me are for.
But yeah, basically what you get about her friend is that she's just that helps her mother run basically a scrap stall on Omega in the Doro district.
Well, I suggest maybe we get together and explore Doru.
I think so.
Right.
So you still have the instructions to meet with this.
Yep.
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to do is duplicate our mission notes to everyone's tool, so they have
All the intel.
all the intel.
Okay, so just so you know, the instructions that she gives are to dock at the Tuhi district, exit through gate 3 and go to the flower shop on the right. There she asks you to buy 2 Ilian blue roses, a Baterian crocus, and a Circius star reed, and go to a cafe known simply as Grokira's.
I'm just going to head there without doing that.
Yeah!
And then if you guys want to do that, that's fine.
I
Because
will have to do it. He'll go to the shop.
I just want to go to that cafe like super early.
Yep. And then I'll do all that. You'll fly the ship for me.
And
Give
then,
him permission by
Like,
like
once
just
there,
go
I
to-
will
Actually,
order a
by
croque
me.
monsieur,
Yeah.
the paella,
That's
2
what
mutton
it's like.
kills, and a stein of mead.
They only have the last one.
They have mead, but they don't have mutton in pill form.
No, they don't.
Fucking
What do
Omega.
they have to eat here?
Mush bars.
I mean, all kinds of mostly Baterian and Asari food at this cafe, but they do have variants, for Quarians and Turians to eat.
Okay, look, I'll give you 30 credits for 10 minutes in your kitchen.
To cook up your own stuff. Okay, they'll take that.
Right. Boom! 18. Actually, it'll be 23 with my stat added.
Okay. It's a cramped little noisy kitchen of Baterians yelling at each other.
Probably some pissed off chefs that someone else is allowed in, but
Yeah, well, compare your cooking to mine and kill yourself in shame.
fucking Baterians.
I mean, they're not making anything that's that great.
Yeah.
They're not trying to. This is just mass-produced, just stuff.
Yeah, well, great. Now I have my croque monsieur. Now I can sit and just have a little look around for anyone paying super attention to people walking through the door, that sort of thing. Maybe some kind of hurried Asari walking in. Who knows? Just generally counter surveil.
Okay.
And we'll bring the ship around and follow the instructions. See what happens.
Move the ship when it's done. You don't want to leave it there
No.
where they know where it
Yeah.
is.
I'll
You
take
just
the ship
fly
away.
it elsewhere. Permissions.
Yep.
Of
So
course, Logan.
like- Haha,
I get to fly it.
don't break it.
Don't scratch it.
I rub it.
Be careful now.
You'll notice the controls have been laid. I don't know if you're familiar with the human style of controls.
Probably not particularly, but
And they're laid out in a weird way. There are certain advantages to be had in the human style of control.
Well, you're
Okay.
flying it, so I can
No, I
always sit
won't.
there.
It's a secretarian method.
It costs you like 8 credits to get those items. Whoever's buying them.
This is an outrage.
She better pay us back.
Okay, so that's so far we've paid 8 credits. What are the docking fees, by the way?
No, good point.
3 times because we've moved.
Oh, they would probably.
Unless we
be-
retained our dock for the first fee, and then just
It's usually
because that's where I'll take it back to.
Actually, you get charged probably 100 credits for the first one, and then you get back, and then when you went to for the second one, you will be told it's taken care of.
okay.
Great.
Yeah, don't stay there for certain. In fact, when you get back to the other dock, sweep the exterior of the ship for traces.
Otherwise, you'll be taken care of.
So yeah, I'll walk in.
Just keeping our bill.
You walk into the cafe, I'm guessing.
Yep.
With the items.
Anyone paying attention to her entrance in particular?
The main Batarian female that seems to be serving at the front counter and has been this entire time, who watches everybody as they come in, from what you can tell, suddenly waves a kitchen hand over and then whispers, and then they go running upstairs.
I'm just going to say nice and anonymous.
And I'm going to ignore him.
So business as usual.
Oh, that one time.
Every time.
But you're normally invisible.
There's nothing so invisible as a man who can literally turn invisible.
Yeah, Logan can't actually turn invisible. Tiala just ignores it.
Yeah.
Did you guys disboard as well?
No, we would have stayed on ship.
So it's just Tiala.
From the sounds of it.
She can take care of herself. She's a big girl.
I suppose technically you're there too.
She's like a quintillionaire.
Yeah, but not
getting
stupid
higher
enough to
and higher.
carry
I need
all
to
her money
build.
on.
I'm going to have to build a top hat into her armored helmet.
And the monocle. Need the monocle.
It extends, so like. And then the monocle comes down.
That's like what helicopter. Put a turret in the top of it.
Oh, don't give Logan an
Or
idea.
a gift.
He's
Okay.
already got enough stuff stripped to him. Yeah, and then you see an Asari, you would say, is about 80 to 90 years old, comes down the stairs. And she just casually wanders up to you and says, "Oh, yeah, I see you brought those flowers I ordered, thank you.
Where would you like them placed?
Oh, I'll got a vase for them upstairs. Oh, I forgot my credit chit. Oh, you mind? I'll come and pay you upstairs for these."
Follow.
Leads you to a small room located above the diner, basically, the cafe.
You would have given me a bug so you could listen.
No, I'm good. So I remotely turn on her OmniTools comlink feature.
That you can turn on her Omnitool.
I have software. I softwared her OmniTool. Haven't got around to you guys yet. And I'm afraid to open yours. It's probably got weird
There's almost,
human porn
there's
on
almost nothing on it.
Let's replace it with a new one at the same time.
So yeah, she goes into this little, very small, like apartment room.
Yep.
It's supposed to have everything you need in it, but it's cramped into something about the size of
Shoebox.
like about half the size of this room.
it. So, for my part, while all this is going on, I am keeping an eye on anyone who goes up there, because that could be trouble. So I want to know about anyone who decides they're going to go up there
Okay.
as well.
Are you Logan on this mission?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Jet Perfectus doesn't get to carry around a minigun.
So yeah, she closes the door, puts the flowers in a vase that's sitting on the desk, very small desk, and she hands you a credit chit. It should be 8 to 10 credits, I'm guessing. I just gave you 10.
That's fine.
So who sent you?
Well, who else would have had the information that you gave for me to be here with this gear?
I prefer if you told me.
Her father.
Okay, so to get through to the right place.
So what can you tell me?
We were clubbing and doing things that they're legal here, but not necessarily in the Citadel space.
Correct.
Drinking, dancing, taking drugs, and she went out back to get a patch of this new drug that's going around, Raptus.
Yep.
I just kind of worried when she, normally she's back within 5-10 minutes, but she was taking her time, and I went out there and found her on the ground, and it's horrible welts all over her. And
How long has she been gone for?
how long has she been gone?
How long was she gone for before you've been investigated?
20 minutes.
And had she taken Raptors a few other times?
Yeah, this was like at least the third or fourth time.
And yourself, how often have you taken it?
A couple of times.
No adverse effects?
I haven't.
How many others do you know have had adverse effects?
No one personally, and I'd heard stories, but I thought they were.
Anyone else around when you found the body?
Was there anyone else around when you found the body? Or more, did you think there was someone watching you as you saw the body?
I didn't. I was kind of too focused on, what I saw before me. So I don't know if anybody was watching me. But I immediately told it was one of the bouncers who let me out back, and I immediately told him that what I'd found and
So there
took
was
the
no one in
pictures.
the alley? Who
So-
was the bouncer?
So the bouncer was the only one there.
Well, he wasn't. He was inside
But
the place, and then I called him. and
he was
came outside
letting
as
you
well.
out to get the drugs, and then he'd let you back in, would he?
Hmm.
The bouncer's name?
Croth.
Grogan.
Yes.
Damn, it should have been a Drell. And they could have had an exciting Drell versus Drell katana fight.
Was he surprised when anyone pointed out the
Would have
body?
been exciting.
He seemed a bit shocked. I don't think he. If he'd heard the rumours, I don't think he believed them either until we saw that.
And who did he inform?
He told the manager and yeah.
And who else?
How long-
Well, there's a guy called the Path who hangs out in Lady Luck.
And they told the path.
He's somewhat of a information dealer.
Yeah.
That was easier to find than I thought.
We've been carrying the guilty party with us the whole time.
And,
Twas me.
you know, he and Chandrika seem to get along quite well. You know, he'd buy her drinks, and
how long between?
I mean, he was probably just trying to get
When she came back and
information
it was
out of her
gone.
from.
So, how long were you away from the body before it disappeared?
10 minutes.
And all three of these people were with you during that time?
We went back into the bar, and then like when
Who was selling drugs out back?
we went back out back, and she just wasn't there anymore.
So, obviously, since you've bought them a few other times, who sold them to you?
It's been different people each time, so I don't know who she ended up dealing with this time.
Ah, that act. Yep.
And the names for all the guys that she remembers.
Yep. Names and descriptions, can you?
Sure.
Yep.
She writes down 3 different names.
Is there,
All
any,
Batarians.
is there anything else you can think of that may help? Anyone that didn't like her?
Was she still wearing all of the same clothes?
Was she still wearing the same clothes as when she left?
When I found her, she was.
Did she have a purse and was it missing?
Did she have a person was missing?
I think it was still on her at the time, but it was gone along with her.
Was she lying on her back or her front? Did you turn her over or touch the body in any way?
She was lying sort of on, well, you saw the picture, sort of down on the ground with her head turned to one side.
When people collapse from disorientation, drug effects, they usually fall on their knees and then backwards.
Or like brace against stuff.
Yeah. So falling forwards would imply that either it's been disturbed or someone's pushed her or she's been staggering around or bouncing off things perhaps.
Where did she normally apply the patches?
In the back of her neck, that's where you put it each time.
So lean forward, slap it on.
If
Euphoric
you-
effects would usually tilt the head. She should have fallen backwards.
If you applied a bunch of them at once, I wonder if that could force the negative effect.
We also don't know if this hurts or if the effect appears after death.
Yeah. I think we need to get our hands on a sample.
Did you ask her if any of the people she knew had taken it more than
That
3
doesn't matter.
times?
Now it just seems like I'm collecting drugs.
She said as she said she doesn't know anyone personally that's done it. It has morphed up, but yeah. Is there anyone that has done it more than 3 times that you know of and survived?
I mean, it hasn't been around that long. I mean, everybody I know who's taken it survived until this happened to Chandrika.
I have a suspicion this isn't actually a drug effect. This is a.
Yeah.
Check the photo on your Omni tool. Is there a patch in the photo?
Actually,
on her?
is there a patch in the photo?
Now that you know what you're looking for, yes, you can actually see it. It's, yeah.
Is this?
There's you can see like there's swelling around
Yep.
around it, but it's still, you can still make it out.
I'll ask her.
Does that match the
Is this
typical
a
patch?
normal patch? Now that you
It's
look
hard
at
to
it,
tell because of the distortions. But yeah, that's the stuff.
Is that swelling normal?
Rotate it.
If necessary, you can ask me to enhance the image because I've got the full package. I can
Yeah.
try and like bring out the colours because if it's like here's the
Well-
assassination patch, it might have a marking on it or
well,
something.
you'll be hearing this, so
Dealers might mark them to.
Oh, good point.
Yes.
So well, I'll
You'd
quickly
send it to me.
enhance that image up and send like a. This requires an electronic roll.
CSI.
The CSI thing where you turn.
I wasted the DCs for that.
take a picture that no one.
Yeah.
That is 32 to like just isolate the patch thing, enhance the colors, sharpen it up, send it to her.
It looks a bit
So
greener in the centre of the patch than normal.
That could be an effect of the.
I've never seen it do that when you.
it's never turned green in the middle of the patch.
No, but it also has never had those welts all around the edge of it. And
Do you think they may have been trying a
smell
different drug or?
It's not a different drug. It's what they've cut it with.
Yeah.
Do you know what the drug actually does?
Doesn't matter. First time,
Yeah, it's supposed to do like euphoria and pleasure,
first
which I assume means Tiala's massage.
first 2 or 3 times you get the good shit. Once you're actually hooked, they start cutting up.
They start cutting with Drano and crap.
Yeah.
But the other thing, patch drugs are weird.
Yeah.
There's less things you can cut them with.
But even if whatever they cut it with, she had an allergic reaction to.
See, my thought is that my theory is that it's not. This isn't actually a potential side effect of the drug. This is a convenient delivery method for a hit.
Yeah.
It's like you don't give them the actual drug. You give them the drug with Asari Kill 453 in it, or whatever, and then it looks like, oh no, the drug sometimes has a horrible side effect. We'll still keep taking it because we're teenagers. Or in the case of Asari, only 9 million.
if anybody probably knows more. I mean, I
The
go
path.
to the path and maybe luck.
Yes. Well, if there's anything else you can think of, you can contact me.
She goes into a very small fridge and she pulls out a chocolate bar and then hands it to you.
Have a big.
No, it's a Kelston chew.
Does she have any?
I think
Patches.
I
She's a
think
user.
actually in the middle of this investigation, it is a good time to enjoy the great taste of Calston Chew. That's a good point. Get any, if she has like a patch of the drug, get some.
Even
sample.
old ones?
I don't
thrown
think she'd
out?
have a patch. Do you have any patches left?
No, I only ever used it on the spot and then
I mean the patch itself. Do you put the patch on and then peel it off,
peel
or
it off afterwards and throw it out.
Check her bin.
But I'm not just giving you this to eat. If the right bouncer is on, give that to him and he'll let you in. He loves them.
Oh, Croft.
whereabouts?
You'll know because he's got a very sweet tooth.
Well, she's supposed to lick each of his teeth until she finds the sugary one.
You know, it's
No,
not
there's
this
only
one.
one left.
Yeah.
Is where was she staying?
It wasn't a chopper here.
Where was she staying? She has a little apartment on the on the Dora district, not far around.
What's the address?
She'll have a key.
She'll flick you the address.
And can I get in?
I suppose if you can find a means to get in. I mean, you're resourceful, right?
Incinerate works on locks.
So does Logain. Unless he rolls another 1.
Yeah.
And then Incinerate works.
That's one of those
Again, we
incinerate
just
locks.
cut-
So does Logain.
I could
I make
probably,
a front door and a back door.
I
Same
could
time.
probably just kick open the door.
Yeah.
Everyone in the building of the day.
Well,
Looks like they've been killed by like 6 million tungsten bees.
Bees. What is it with these bees? They're everywhere.
The bees are infesting the universe!
If anyone brings up why are you guys always leaving the bees out? We're hunting those bees.
Oh, crikey.
Gorgeous!
Gorgeous.
If they could stop the bees, not if it was 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, or 4 foot.
Anyway. A woman has been horribly murdered and we're making bee jokes.
Yes.
I just remembered that Turtle Power comic.
Oh,
Stop
yes.
your bees!
I think we've got some leads here.
yep. So I'll give my extreme and I'll leave.
Thank you. I'll let you. Wait, have you got a way of me contacting you in case I find anything else?
That's what I
out?
gave her. Make
Okay.
sure that, yeah.
Thank you. I'll let you know, and of course you'll keep me apprised.
Yes.
There are some serious time gaps here. 10 minutes, easily enough time to remove a body. What concerns me is the 20-minute gap till when she found her. That's a long time to leave. Someone falls over dead. They wanted it to be found. 20 minutes? Fucking 20 minutes?
If the pusher.
Let's say it takes her 5 minutes to get out there, make a deal, slap the patch on, let's say 7 minutes tops. It's even still a huge chunk of time. They wanted that body found. That was a message.
Because they could have taken the body then.
Well, that or the pusher panicked and ran.
A pusher on Omega is going to panic when a person dies, are they?
Maybe.
Okay, sure, I'll believe that. Anything can happen. I suspect that will not be the case, though. But you never know.
So I'll go back down.
And Logan's still there having his homemade sandwich or whatever it was that was way better than anything they could make in this crap joint.
It's a fluffy pastry mainly made out of base meats.
Okay.
And I'll go outside and head half a block away.
Okay.
I will wait 2.5 minutes and then leave.
Okay.
So we'll make my way back towards the ship.
Okay. So you'll eventually meet.
You know, the only reason I was walking away and towards the ship is to see if anyone tries to jump me because of the investigation, and that's why Logan was following me.
So is anyone following her?
No, well,
Apart from
you'll
that,
see there's a lot of people, but you can't.
I suppose I should roll. Yeah. Awesome 15.
Nobody seems to be following her.
This really tall Turian guy.
Really? Because,
Yeah, those
she's wearing
presumes
her
are-
armour. If I saw that walking down the street, I'd...
I mean, there's a lot of turned
nothing.
heads, but nobody really.
I don't think anyone wants to piss off her. Sorry.
I was going to say like an armed Asari, but that's irrelevant because
Most
they're
people are
always
armed.
armed. Yeah. To be fair, anyone with an Omni.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's at least like 3 people who are walking like towards her, like just passing on the going in the opposite direction, and they're like, oh, and then they turn, and as she walks past them, they look at the behind her and they see the guns on her back. They're like,
Yes,
Guns. There's only 2 guns.
Yeah, but there's also a butt window.
Until I put the cape on, the butt cape on.
butt cape. You just put the butt cape below the window. And
No, the whole thing has to design and flow into it, otherwise it'll just be tacky.
It'll be a tasteful butt window.
yeah, we can't have tacky butt windows.
Oh, I mean, we're going to have to get rid of the butt window.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so
Cool.
I don't know where you two next meet and talk, or...
I'll be at the ship.
Okay. Well, then everybody's at the ship, I believe, then.
And I'll pass all the information on to everyone.
If I can get a sample of that raptus back into my lab, I can do an analysis on it.
Neat.
See if it's actually possible for it to cause those effects.
It seems to me that we have 3 places of interest. The club, her apartment, and this person called the Path.
The path, smart trigger.
Wasn't the path at the club?
Yeah. He spends his time at the club.
I suggest the apartment first. Since what time is it? Because like you sort of want to go to the club at sort of the evening time that they were there.
When it's picking
The thing
up.
is, they're in an area in Omega that's almost constantly dark, because it's way down on the bottom, so...
Then we might as well hit her apartment first. See if we can dig up extra information before we
I mean, almost everywhere.
go
yes.
question Mr. Path. Who's coming?
I am so on that.
No sense us all going if we're just going to the apartment. We could split and half of us go to the apartment, half of us go to the club.
No, actually probably better if we all go to the apartment, because at least then you have a couple of people of us searching the apartment while the rest
On watch.
on watch.
I doubt that Arya is the only superpower in Omega who would have an interest in our presence.
No, there probably is more than one. All good?
And whatever you want.
Well, what do you want to do
Let's
it?
take the jeep.
Just mow down all these fucking people. What happens when people get under the hover jeep?
They get flattened.
They get flattened.
It would put a downward force on them and
Yeah.
push them down onto the ground.
It would have to be the vehicle's weight and downward force.
Yeah.
So
Because remember, it's got to lift this thing that apparently is like over a ton off the ground. That's a lot of downwards force.
Oh, for cheap.
I understand the Krogan got a broken arm.
smashed into
That
the
was a
tank.
4-wheel drive van going over him
Heavily modified.
with the extra arm.
It'd be a little 4-wheel drive van. It's a hover van.
Into the apartment.
Okay, you guys head to the apartment.
Well, who wants to be the investigate team?
I will just like walk around like the outside the buildings and the alleys and shit. I just look around.
I'll come in because I don't want to be standing out on the street with all of these big expensive guns on my back. That would draw a lot of
You and me then.
Let's do it.
I don't know if you have any investigative skills. Can't remember if you do or not.
I do.
Cool.
I have investigate now.
Neat. Because you've got like mid scanners and things, don't you?
Yep.
Well, so do I. I don't have a system scanner though, which is annoying me. Okay, cool.
Let's roll.
So, yeah, there's your apartment. Well, the first, of course, thing is the locked door.
I will examine the area around the door to see if there's been any. Well, it's an electronic Mass Effect door. There won't be any signs of forced entry. Never mind then. Let's just pop this fuck. Oh right. Yeah. Okay, so that will be 26.
That's enough.
Oh, amazing. It's the first door I've encountered in a while that hasn't had mil-spec encryption on it.
Why would this have been speaking?
Why would a base in the middle of nowhere have mil-spec encryption? Okay, door open.
Mhm.
Look inside without stepping in first.
Yeah, it's about the size of this room, in fact. So slightly bigger than it's a similar thing, just like one very small apartment with kitchenette area, bed, did screen. It's a mess.
A mess like, man, what a slob who lives here,
Yeah.
or a mess like it's been tossed.
Mess like it's a slob that lives here, basically.
Alright. I suppose I'll head for, if it's got like a computer or a flat screen or anything, I'll head for that and leave you guys to investigate everything else.
I'll run a medical scan of the room looking for traces of stuff or chemicals.
Sweep the rubbish
Pick
bin
up.
first.
Don't run a black light in here.
But I will also sweep the rubbish bin for traces of those patches.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't find any of those patches. You would find some other like small like containers that would probably have pills in them.
Take those.
Some needles,
Very safe.
So safe.
alcohol bottles.
Does she have good taste in booze or bad taste?
It's pretty cheap, nasty stuff for the most part.
So she's only been on Omega for like, what, 3 weeks, was it?
Months.
Months.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
spoke initially and said weeks, but it was supposed to be months, yes.
Yeah. I'll open up a comm channel to you just so that I can keep appraised of the investigation.
I'll let you know of
From the
everything I've
ship.
found so far.
Discarded food around the place.
Any luck finding any patches?
None so far, but
Yeah,
I did
but no
find, and I checked the labels of the pills. If they have labels, but there's a
No,
medical.
they're just blank.
Okay.
Just take one, see what it does.
No, I'll use the medical scanner on those, or we run them in the lab to find out what they are when I get back.
Yeah, you find those in the rubbish. You find the empty bottles. You find like a small amount of pills actually in some bottles. on a dresser table. What else would you find? I mean, you'd find traces of alcohol all around the place.
Yeah.
So, scale of 1 to 10, how messy is the room?
Sounds like it's between an 8 and a 10.
Yeah, about an 8.5.
About an 8.5.
Ken's room then.
Pretty slovenly then.
I've seen worse than Ken's.
I already feel like I'm dying. So look
See my
around.
room.
Check the inside of her bedding, see if any of the patches came off or...
As disturbing the thought as that is, I will do that. I will run.
Well, her bedroom is this room. Like I said, it's just one.
Yeah,
no, run through a bedding.
in her bedding, if she
Oh.
was still wearing any of the patches or anything, they might have come off when
come
she was...
home from a night of partying.
No. You find some stains on the sheet.
No.
That's why you shouldn't eat noodles in bed.
So
I mean, some of it is just straight up.
You shouldn't eat anything in bed.
bruised, like you
I
can
eat
tell
bed all the time.
some like something
You
equivalent
crumbs
to
in the
whiskey
bed.
has been spilt here.
That's why I put down a
It's like-
towel.
Incinerate? No.
This room must be sterilised.
Meanwhile, you're on the
Fucking some people eat
computer,
crackers in
basically.
bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Mostly her just watching vids, looking at news sites.
When was the last
Looking
time
at,
this computer was accessed?
About, let's see, it would be about 5 or 6 days ago.
Which matches the time of disappearance except by -1 day. So it was accessed a day after she died.
No, it should be
The day before.
Because it
Yeah,
took
it should
us
be the day
2 days to
before
get
then.
here. So it would be 7
Oh,
days.
sure,
Oh.
yeah, sorry, yes.
So what you're saying is appropriate time.
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on with what's
Um,
been going on.
Messages between her and Yasha. Basically, like let's hang out together and pick up some guys
Loot.
at this bar tonight. So you find the extranet searches for like things that are happening on Omega, and then she'll often have sent a message saying, "Hey, let's try this place," and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, she does mention, "Oh, I've heard of this new patch drug called Raptus. I want to try that. You know where we might be able to find it."
I want to check the deleted messages and the spam filter as well for anything untoward along the lines of "you can't hide forever, bitch," that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Threatening,
find-
overly needy letters from like a guy that she's never replied to or something like that.
Oh, okay. You'd find a couple of deleted ones that would be more just along the lines of it's clearly some kind of dealer, and then she deletes the message after that.
Fair enough.
There's just some advertisement stuff in the spam.
Not
You
messages
find
from
some
Brendan.
deleted messages where it looks like she was part the way through trying to send messages to her father, and then just seemed to give up and delete them. And so they're
What's the
partially
general
deleted.
tone of those?
Things that they start off with. Things like, "I'm not going to tell you where I am, but I just wanted you to know I'm safe and not to worry," and so tones like that. And then
Except
seems
she's
to-
dead now, so there's no point in me copying them to give to Dad.
Hmm.
There's nothing there that would be.
She did.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
We don't
But
know.
yeah, she seems to give up, and then just
Are there any photos around the room,
Or on the computer.
or other like overly personal items, or things that might have been from her past as well?
There's a few. There's not so many photos around, but there's photos of her and Yasha, like at parties from the look of it, or at bars. There's a few with her with some male Turians also partying.
I'll take those just in case. And is there like bedside cabinets by her bed or anything like that? Places you keep like personal things.
Or luggage.
But that's where you'd find some of those. The pill bottles would be in there.
And nothing, like no photos of her with her dad or anything
No.
from her old life.
From her old life. You'd find a little case that had some of her awards from school. Like ribbons and stuff.
I'll grab that and I'll say, if she is dead, then her father will probably want these.
And you'd find
Bag
a
them.
small... You'd find a small, like, jewellery box with a locket in it.
Is there a... I'm wearing a suit, so it's fine. I don't really contaminate.
No, you don't.
So I'll open the locket if it has a open mechanism.
Yeah, it opens up.
Is there anything inside?
There's
Picture of her twin sister who got killed by a zombie.
there's a picture of a female Turian, but it's not her.
That's pertinent.
Does it look similar to her? Like it could be her mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably...
And
Who got killed by a zombie.
any engravings on the inside or on the back?
No, but you do find a small note underneath that's actually written on paper.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Luxurious.
Very carefully open it.
It just says, "I think your mother would have wanted you to have this." Signed, Dad.
Signed Dad.
Dads do that.
Well, he doesn't have signed Dad.
Mine
It's just got
didn't.
dash Dad.
Okay, bag that whole thing up.
Yeah, that's coming too. And I doubt that Omega would eventually get any of her stuff to her father, so...
No.
No. Somebody, once they find out that she was connect the body to this place, whoever owns it will probably just sell that crap for profit and then
Yeah.
rent it out to someone else.
It's actually what real landlords do. If their tenant doesn't show up for ages, they sell off the contents to recoup their loss.
You gotta make your money back somehow.
Yeah.
It's not like you can do much
It's
about
legal.
Mm.
I mean, if the place has been abandoned, you haven't been paid for so long, that's your shit.
Yeah. That's what Jordan did with the washing machine.
it. At a perfect time.
Has it got her Has she ever linked her Omni tool to this computer?
Yes, it would have mostly been just a transfer of like an address data, or
Can we trace it?
So I would be able to get
you
her.
assume it's hers.
I would be able to get her or that Omni tool's information, like its contact,
You'd have
number.
you'd have its ID info, I suppose, but yeah,
I will get that.
yeah, you know at least a Omni tool is connected to this terminal.
Accounts. Any financial stuff going on this computer?
No.
I wonder how she pays for probably in cash. Never mind. Okay, I want to have a look at the door. And I want to find out from the door when the last time it was opened that was not me.
It would have been about 3 hours before, basically when
She died.
Darker would have told you she found the body. Around about 3 hours before that. So the last time it was opened was from the inside, and that was when it was locked. That's when the lock was placed on it last, and it hasn't been opened since.
Okay, seems legit.
And do a spot check in the hallway for cameras. I got a 12.
Okay.
I already did the roll.
Oh, okay. Don't see any cameras.
We swept the bathrooms, and if he was on any medications or anything.
You know, there might be further information in there. Yeah. I'll sweep the bathroom and anything else that might be in there. Any extra waste bins, cabinets. Check in the. I don't know how the toilets work, but if it has a cistern, check in there for.
The toilet in this thing is basically like it's just like a thing you slide up in one wall, and the toilet's just in there, and then you just slide it down because the There's
Same.
only one. There's only one like sink.
Right, and I imagine there'd be a shower that was also.
There's a
secret
shower
to the wall.
beside the toilet. That's another.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I
Slide
will
it
do a
up
check in
and
there,
skip
but it's probably not going to be much in a small cub like that.
Not
Or
really.
just sweep it and see if there's no,
Oh,
make sure there's no
God.
chemical traces.
Can I do a DNA scan of the stains on her bed that aren't food?
Okay, sure.
How many different results are there?
You come up with at least 3 different. You would say Turian male.
Interesting, she has a
Clothes.
fetish.
Can you time date those?
She has a
They're at the
fetish.
same time.
She's a Turian female, and her fetish is she likes Turian males.
I know, it's
That
weird,
pinky
isn't
slut,
it?
Right?
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh.
Fucking weird. It's just, I can't imagine anyone wanting to fuck a Turian. That isn't Garrus. Okay. I'm assuming there's also a 4th trace that matches hers.
Yeah, because you said
Yeah.
I mean, obviously she's
Well, I mean, let's not I have to not assume things here.
true. Yeah, she'd like just be like 3 Turian males get in that bed and I
Or,
watch.
or maybe, perhaps that's not her.
No.
Hmm.
It matches the DNA record that you were given by her father.
So, well, I've got the now.
Sorry,
Now I
brother's
have the
sister.
DNA record of 3 random Turian dudes.
Nice.
Yum!
Yeah. Collect
Is it
the,
everything you wanted?
No.
Is it everything you expected when you showed up tonight? You expected me to randomly sample spooge.
Sponge bed.
First time.
You spooge bit.
Thankfully, with the Omni tool, there's no like physical contact
No.
required.
Oh,
Thank you,
gee,
Steve.
man.
Glad I always look this way.
yeah, I'm glad I.
And the thing is, because Connor's the thing that
Mm. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, roughly how old would these deposits be?
Most recent one about a week ago.
Okay, good.
And, okay.
Thanks. Thanks. I don't need to know how frequently she's boinking.
Yeah. Fair enough.
In
Just
her own
need-
bed, anyway.
I just need to sort of establish that roughly around about the same time of her disappearance, she was still active. Cool.
I did have the thought to check the clothing and the dresses, see if like a bunch is missing. But given the state of the room, I imagine there's clothes all over the
Most
shop.
of the clothes are all over the place. There doesn't seem to be much of a dresser. It's very. You don't get much space for clothes.
I'm gonna call her Omnitool, see what happens.
There is no signal on that Omnitool.
Right, so it doesn't even ring and nothing happens. What happens is it's like
it's
that.
the
You've just done a stupid thing.
It's the equivalent of the phone you have dialed is no longer in service.
That's my
Right.
favourite response when I try to ring someone through work. Just means I can cancel that order.
Alright. This is dead end.
I can't think of anything else we could.
Bag up anything that looks
Mhm.
like a super important personal effect.
We collect all the quest items.
Yeah.
Well, they're stuck in your inventory now. Until
Get
you
that
can
green
complete the
glowing
quest.
question mark.
No, to get that, you've got to like.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You've got to like
something else.
climb up to the other side of the roof, but you don't have the thing to do that.
No,
Now
I
you've gotta-
actually do. I've got grab boots.
Oh,
You have,
okay,
to,
it's
you,
fine
have
then.
to, you have to match. You have to take a picture of those 3 different spooge stains from an angle so that they form that question mark.
You know, I'll do that then.
You're having a hard time getting it to line up, even though you've got it perfectly. It isn't working.
It's fussy, yeah.
Also, not a riddle.
True.
Fuck that whole
Well,
line.
nobody said
Shit.
the person who killed her was the Riddler.
No, it's the Joker is the leading.
Okay, yeah. You gather up. I'm guessing mostly the the little ribbons and medals
Yeah.
and stuff, and the locket.
Bag those. Do we evidence baggies? Put them away.
Oh, let's go clubbing.
I'll grab one of the photos of her like partying with her friend, not with any of the dudes, and one where like she doesn't look super fucked up, and it looks more like she's just having fun and getting wrecked.
Yeah, you managed. Oh, excuse me. You managed to actually filter out one that is actually like that, where she doesn't have like one eye half closed. Or...
So it's not like
Yeah.
12 dudes grabbing her butt, and I'll take that as well.
2 baby seals walk into a club. I get new shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe should have gone home.
About the time of the cream buns. It's getting worse.
At least you missed Buggernaut.
Don't damn
No,
it.
I've
God
been
damn
informed about Buggernaut.
Oh, but it came up again.
Yeah, it's expanded into 2 more places now.
That's good. Just
So
go to the club.
Buggernaut is propagating.
So we're at the club! We go up to
Okay,
the...
as you approach the club, you see this Batarian guy with whitish hair in rags. And he comes stumbling up to you. He's like, Casper Goth is coming! He's coming. He's coming for you. Yeah.
Well, he'd better be hardcore, otherwise he's gonna have a really unfortunate day.
Yes. You'll all die.
Do I know who Casper Goth is?
Casper Goth.
I start recording
Emo
this.
ghost. No.
I start recording this guy's
emo,
I know,
you fuck! Emo isn't emo though, really. It's seen.
Let's not get into what isn't goth and emo.
Okay, what was the name then?
Castigar?
Kesma Goth. I mean, it's hard to make out when he is slurring it, but
Okay, so who's Casper Goth? Do I know? Do I need to make a
you could
civics
make a roll. But
Neat.
Just some.
was it a natural 20?
It's a total of 12. Oh wait,
It looks
sorry,
like he was
14.
holding something out at us.
Oh,
There's alcohol.
he's got like a stick,
Oh.
and
Oh.
he's like, "Hey, I'll kill
So,
you."
who's
And
Casper Goth?
He is the demon. And he will kill you all.
Like an actual demon or just some mythological thing?
Yes,
Oh, helpful.
I'll try
Well, where
to.
is this asshole?
he's coming.
So I just wait here for him. Huh?
The end is nigh.
Oh, good. It's one of these.
I'll just try while he's distracted ranting. Just
For
try and
you.
peer around to the back of his neck. If I have to shimmy around a bit,
Oh,
I just want to. If it's
see if
visible,
he's got a patch.
yeah. See if he's got a patch.
He's got like his collar's up fairly high, but you can't see him.
Like it's a mega. I could have cost this homeless
Hang
guy
on.
to find
I'm just
out.
going to flick my lighter on. Look at that. Has he come for anyone else in the last few weeks?
He takes those who are unworthy.
Has he taken anyone in the alley behind here?
There's a good chance.
A Turian woman.
She is sinful and wicked.
And he got her, right?
He gets all those. He will come for those who are sickened and winful.
Yeah,
I like it.
No, that's low gauge.
Well, I am windful.
Like her.
He's pretty sickened.
And
You are.
you all there? Yes, and you. And you.
But he's fine.
No, you're all wicked.
Have you seen Casper Goth take anyone?
No.
But you know about it. Whereabouts would you say he lives?
What is this? Melee.
He doesn't know what it is!
He just looked utterly confused.
Now we are even.
He comes from another realm.
It's entirely possible. He may have seen something. Would you mind sifting through his brain?
No.
Good call. No, you wouldn't mind? Go ahead.
Is he from the realm below?
Realm below. Yes, he comes from deep, deep down.
Deep, deep.
Does Omega have a solar system?
Omega is a sewer system.
I suppose like all of Omega below this point counts as a.
Meanwhile,
It has mines.
He returns again. He was sealed away, but he will be back. He will be back! He starts backing away and trips over some garbage. And then, he will be back!
wait. Is it
What a nice fellow.
Logo, I admire your restraint. You didn't show him your attack armor or anything.
No. I have a suspicion there might be some information in that head. We'll need it at some point. Anyway.
So, you're like Lady Luck.
Tracer. No.
Cheers, love.
Bullets.
Well,
Is she still British, or have they've patched that out too?
Condon.
Or Compton? She's a king.
That's what I'm going to call my next Age of Empires tribe, the Wazkangs.
Wallaloo. Donneach. Aberdackle. Anyway, yes. There's a big Krogan in black
There's
armor
another kind.
and on the front door.
How do we know what a sweet tooth looks like to you, Lolw?
We'll go up to the door, go in. Did I see a sweet tooth?
Do a spot check.
Can we all do a
How
spot
do I do?
check?
What does it look like?
And we all stare at his mouth.
Oh, he'll have like chocolate in them or so.
22.
He has a gold tooth.
Man, what's...
May I come in? May we come in?
Is that a cost of truth?
I don't know. Is it? Is it yours?
It is mine. Come right on in, man.
Thank you. While he's spooging up there,
That's not something I needed to see.
go straight to the quads.
I'm going to follow Crane in.
Okay.
I'm assuming Crane's going in.
We all went in the
you
club.
can Find a
Drawn in
loud.
by sweet tunes and thumping.
It's not terribly big, but
Just do a casual scan of every Turian male I see and run it against the library.
okay.
Oh my god.
Yes, you get one. You get one result.
Huh. Was it the most recent?
No, it was too bad.
So, the least recent. Man,
No,
she
the most-
hasn't washed her sheets in ages.
I was wondering when you were going to pick that up.
They would be so crusty.
When was the last time you washed your sheets,
How can
Brennan?
Sheets.
It's like, no, I swapped them out with my new one, so technically they are clean.
How can you sleep on sheets
I
that are
changed mine like
soft
2
and fluffy
days
and
ago.
clean?
I spend half my free time, which is about
None of it.
15 minutes a day, cleaning my sheets.
So yeah, there's the Turian.
Oh, that's just some information I know now.
Because washing sheets takes about
I'm
an
guessing
hour,
you'll
so
be
you do it
looking
twice
out
a
for
week.
the patches.
Yeah.
I've got a really good view.
Is he tall?
Yeah.
And 90% of the alien races don't have hair.
Yep.
So again, a Batarian bartender leans forward and it's like, "What'll it be?"
I want a good time.
Maybe I should just get my assistant to take over for me, and
I don't think you can handle it.
Yeah.
you know what? I believe you, but I'm willing to try.
Baby.
And you'll die.
You've got some mountain
Well,
climbing
at least
gear.
I'd die happy, right? Think?
True. I want to pick me up. And no.
I don't want
I
you.
tried. You shot me down. I don't know what you're looking for.
Neither do I, and I'll walk
I
away.
just serve drinks. Okay. Bye, sweet ass.
Also, after this masterful interaction,
Can't believe you're destroying cards.
Because they're shit.
that shit all the time.
Well, I like bending cards. I
Well,
bend
What's
hundreds
this,
of
like a
dollars worth
shiny
of
card
cards all
worth
the
more
time.
than $80? I'll fucking eat it. That's a fucking great idea.
It was worth $100
I'll,
Yes, anyway.
lean on the bar and stare at Tiala as she walks away. I go, that is a sweet ass. Hey, I'm
She yours?
wish. To be honest, I don't think I could handle it either. I was listening in.
She probably give you a fever.
and the only the only way to cure it is more cowbell.
Well, cowbell.
It's Christopher Walken.
Give us one. Give us one of whatever's cheapest and safe for me to drink. Safe.
One water. That'll be 13 credits.
Oh, and I'll open my Omnitool as if I'm about to make. I'll send him the money for that, and then leave it open as if I'm about to send another amount of credits. And I go, I'm also looking for a friend of mine. I was hoping you could send me on the right path.
I just have to make sure he doesn't roll a one. He doesn't. I think I know the path you want to go on, my friend. But, you know, the map to that path is not cheap.
Up to 200 credits.
Sure, that sounds good.
It was gonna be 50.
I was hoping for 4 or 5.
I'm very loose with my money.
We've
No, it wasn't as cheap as 4 or 5. 50 was closer to both far left corner.
Of course, he was.
There's a
already
big note
here.
outside. The
Baturian in the dark green coat with the large cigar, can't miss him.
Thank you, my good man. Take my drink.
Have a good night.
You too.
Sadly,
I'll
to
just
the
wander
other.
off back
Wanna
into the
check and
club.
See if they're doing business out back.
I'll cover you.
I'm looking for the back door, but there'll be a bouncer on it.
Says we're heading that direction as well.
Okay. There is a bouncer.
Can I sidle up?
Yeah, I believe you have the ability to sidle.
Are you a crow?
Groff.
No, Croft's on tomorrow.
Cool. What time's he start?
It'll be on about 12 hours.
Oh, damn, that's a bit too early. I don't suppose you'd be able to pass on some credits for me. I owe him for the hookup.
You trust me?
Well, you're both employed in the same place, and then later on when I say, hey, Croft, did that guy give you your credits? And he says no, then that's not my problem. So sure.
Sure, how much do you want me to pass on?
40.
One must wonder what this was for, but yeah, I'll pass that on to him.
I've just got a little repeat business, if you don't mind. The door.
Oh, okay. I didn't know anyone was coming by tonight, but sure. Don't take long.
Couple minutes. Scoot outside, because I'm not going back in. 7 days, there'll be pretty much no forensic evidence left, but you never know. First of all, is there anyone in the alley?
A little bit further down, you see that Batarian guy who was rambling on about Kes McGoth, like huddled in a corner with a blanket.
I won't disturb him, but I'll
burning barrel beside.
Bums collect things they find, you know. Just saying. I'm just start running DNA sweeps to see if I can pick her up anywhere in the alley. I know it's been 7 days. You never know.
Yeah, you actually do pick up a little bit.
Some
on the
floor
ground,
there,
basically.
some on the wall
Just
there.
on the ground.
Yeah. Actually, you pick up something closer to. It wouldn't be a 100% match.
I was wondering if this was the case. Okay, so why is it not a 100% match?
It's like it's been tainted by something.
Are we talking chromosomal drift or gene sequence degradation?
Probably the latter.
So the drug is actually that. So whatever it is that's fucked her up is that.
Does that mean it mutated her DNA or replaced it?
It's deteriorated it. Hence the physical distortion. Either that, or she's a clone. Gene sequence degradation is often a trace marker in certain cloning technologies. I can't make an assumption either way, but cloning is a little unlikely in the Mass Effect universe. I think it can happen, but
It can. But
Also, it would probably just be easier to.
Miranda and Oriana were both clones.
yes, good point.
It would probably just be easier just to make her disappear if you wanted to keep her alive, than to leave a thing that could be traced back to somewhere is kind of specific, because like not everyone can sling it. And if she thought her dad found her and she was going to bail again, I don't think she'd go this in depth.
Oh no.
But she had the credits.
Alright, cut back to them while I think of the next thing I need to look for, because I'm fairly sure there is another thing out here that I need to.
I'm going to have to call it reasonably soon because I have work tomorrow morning.
Well, we were gonna. It's coming up on midnight, so we're going to be calling it about then anyway. So
Sweet. You're reasonably intimidating. Have a big gun on your back, right?
I have a lot of very expensive guns on my back.
You currently have a Revenant on your back, which, according to the lore of this really cheap gun, is only affordable by the greatest warlords in space!
I have a sneaking suspicion this Path fellow might be in the know enough on a bunch of things to know what a Geth pulse rifle is. That might just work in my favour a little bit. Send you a blurb. Found the path. Follow me.
Oh, well,
nice.
I want to say we're going.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're still trying to get out the back because we don't know the Logan's already seen there's no dealer out there.
So we'll get to the bouncer.
Hmm.
And can we
Ladies.
go out back?
Oh, of course.
Go out back.
Though, there are other ways besides Raptors to get pleasure. Just saying.
Tried them. Not as much fun.
Maybe they just weren't
I'll
big
loop my
enough.
arm around my friend here and we'll walk out.
That's what you say. Why not both?
He opens the door for you and tell that Turian guy to hurry up too, by the way.
With the sound of the door opening, I become invisible.
Okay.
Toddle out with the other. Not that I don't appreciate the closeness, but
Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
God Logan.
Damn it, Logan! You were just like, I know he's here somewhere.
So that's become like the new Rosa catchphrase.
well, I haven't crashed anything to buff it out that needs buffed out.
I found some traces of DNA. It shows signs of gene sequence degradation.
I'll let you go now.
Good, so now I can focus on everything else and not Tiola.
Hobo lives in the alley, might have seen something, or he may possess something.
We'll worry about that afterwards.
I also learned that the bouncer we're after will be on tomorrow.
Yeah, but the bouncer on that currently believes that I should be able to get Raptor out here, I thought.
Yep. That's why I came out here.
Zalo's found that path guy.
Oh, good.
We should look
And
at that.
I haven't seen Crane since we got in.
I would have grabbed a drink and sat down to both.
Meanwhile, on the dance floor.
Once he notices we're not paying attention.
No, I just know these
Boogie
guys split
freak.
up and did like 4 different things. So I'm like, I will just wait for something to go horribly wrong.
And then just appear with blades.
Yeah.
Because if the party attempts that many things at once, something is going horribly wrong.
Or we all turn back up the ship and go, have we forgotten something?
The information I got from him was that he didn't know anyone was out here tonight. I suspect tomorrow might be a better time to swoop in on this.
Right, we'll go back in and question him.
I'm remaining out here. I want to sweep for some more things that I've overlooked.
That's all good.
Like other DNA left at around about the same time as hers.
Just trash receptacles and stuff like that. I just want to lift one and see people.
Her body!
If people are using the patches and then tossing them out here, there might be a couple just in the trash bins here.
Yes.
Or if they come back up for fresh.
He said yes.
There's a kind of patch that
Baggy.
resembles the one on.
Alright. Any of them, just.
Any of them have the green spot?
Yeah. So, one in a bag, one in another bag. Just checking to see if any of them have different colours.
I mean, it's hard to tell because they've got other garbage that's been poured on them, but
All I can do is pick them up in the state that
Yeah.
they're in.
none of them seem to have that green in the middle thing that. Yeah.
Right, we'll go back and see what's. So we'll go back inside.
Yeah.
Where's the dealer?
I didn't think he.
And
See, I
where's
didn't
the
think he
Turian?
was going to be out there.
Oh, this
I
is
saw that everybody was laying
This-
low after that Turian girl showed up dead a few days ago.
what about that? What happened?
Well, you haven't had nobody shown up since, so
Oh,
I
okay.
assumed that they were keeping quiet. So when you showed up, I was like, okay.
Well, I was told this is the place to get it from. Well, if you're not the place, we ought to.
I don't know.
Where?
I don't know.
Where?
Look, I don't know, man. I just work here.
I mean, who's.
Where's the rest of the drugs?
13.
You doing a truth sense, or
Just truth sense, yeah.
he seems to be being legit about him not knowing where else you.
Alright. Does he hang out in other spots, or do you know somewhere else we can go and pull?
Like I said, I don't know.
No.
Pull.
I just work here.
He only bounces in one location.
Well, we should just go grab a seat somewhere. Not to bust.
I mean, my friend Buff Sam only bounced in one place.
Hmm.
But that was just like side joke.
So we'll go. You're told to go, and we'll sort of. I'll bleep low gain. Everything's gone quiet. You probably got quite a bit of time out there.
Neat.
We're going to look at the path. Course if needed. Yep.
So Zolo approaches the path.
I'll regroup with these guys as they come in, so we can approach the table at the same time.
Yep. And we'll leave it there. Dead end.
Like, I've been bending these all night, and they're still in better condition than your Iconic Masters cards.
Yeah, it's kind of trash. I'm glad that I'm not using Enio.
Aren't you?
I think so. traded most of them. James.
State your prepare requirements.
So I'm away
Implemented when
next
capacity
week.
is available.
So only probably one more session left, which should have to be the week after that.
Yep.
Which I
Yep.
think is a normal Wednesday question mark.
Next two would be next normal Wednesdays.
But I'm sure 60 here will have something for you guys to do.
Yeah, we'll see.